Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hang on. I cannot hear anything. Yes, please hit the like button. I would very much appreciate it. Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, that's fine. It would help if I was using the right things for the right things. Alrighty. Hope everybody's Thursday is going well. Let's see. Take the robot. Take the. It's cold in here. No, it's very cold. Had a nice nap on the porch today. Hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna get into um, the alien stuff, as you can see. Let me clear. Aliens. Yeah, that's to Jody D's to punish Spartan for not letting me force him to be a mod. He's very rude that way. So, let me send this. Numas plus. All right. Present. Hans. What's up, Joey? Oh boy. Well, anytime you want, it is. You're more than welcome. uh, Mrs. Metcalf. Nothing of the sort. It was just me being me. but wet. Ooh, giggity. All right. So let's watch how the Intel community ruined a guy's brain. It'll be a two-parter. This is like a hour-long video. So look, if you can rock a pink flower in your on top of your almost bald head, uh, do it as much as possible, as good as I did. All right. So let me.
Jiminy Christmas. Welcome back to Behind the Bastards, a podcast that, for whatever reason, is about aliens right now. Look, folks, after 3 straight weeks of Oprah, I needed something fun. So we did a couple of book episodes.
So he did a 6-part series on is Oprah Winfrey a bastard? Is a pretty good series.
On aliens, and then I fell down a rabbit hole. And so this week we're bringing back one of our favorite guests, the great Brandy Posey. Brandy, welcome to the show. Do you believe in aliens?
Well, that's a good question because like, what is an alien? I guess is how do you want to define it? And also, do you believe in multiple dimensions? Because these are,
you know what? That's exactly the answer I hoped for. Kind of not so much the dimension stuff. We're going to be talking about a real act of bastardry that's kind of at the very beginning. Okay. Not the beginning, kind of the middle point, but it's foundational to the UFO culture that gave us the X-Files. Like, we are talking about the stuff that became the X-Files, which started as a disinformation campaign, and a lot of it can be tied specifically to an Air Force intelligence guy named Richard Doty, who was basically brought in to mentally abuse and destroy a basically decent, definitely too credulous guy who started finding evidence of recording evidence of secret Air Force research. And so the Air Force was like, let's convince this guy it's all aliens. And they kind of destroyed his mind. So that's the story we're telling.
Great.
But it's a
excellent.
Yeah, it's a fascinating tale, both because it explains a lot of how we get to QAnon, how we do get stuff like the X-Files, a lot of kind of the core myths of UFO conspiracy culture, all that stuff. But
definitely spook glowy, but Doty's after story was very Tim Kennedy-esque, and but Air Force intelligence guys and the agency was using Doty to destroy this guy's mind. Absolutely.
But it's also just a great story about U.S. intelligence services absolutely destroying a man in order to protect their ability to make engines of death, which is, that's some good stuff. We all love this shit.
Yeah. The more examples, the better. And there are many, but I don't know any with aliens yet. So very exciting.
Yeah, this will be a lot with aliens. And I think where I come down on this, I've never seen anything that's made me convinced that there's life outside of this planet. But I'm open-minded to it. Like Fox Mulder, I'd like to believe. I'm just open-minded in the sense that I'm a skeptic. Like, I don't think I get kind of pissed when people look at folks who are kind of genuinely trying to interrogate the information out there, and they're like, well, that's just crazy to think about, because it's not. And it's not crazy to think that the government would lie about stuff like that. But that said, everything I've ever seen, including like the stuff that came out 2020, 2021, that little pill-shaped craft. That's kind of like the most recent big UFO disclosure. And if you watch that audio, because it's all from like I think F-18 pilots, you can hear the pilots are genuinely like, what the fuck is this thing? I have no idea what it is, right? And I understand why people default to, well, that must mean it's aliens. But like, there's a long history of all sorts of countries, the United States and countries that are geopolitical enemies of the United States, testing files, which started as a disinformation campaign. And a lot of it can be, I've never seen anything that's made me. Yeah.
Well, because like you can imagine, like also the first time somebody saw an automobile, did they think that was an alien? It's just, human. We're building technology in different ways. Yeah.
Or as we'll talk about, because this is a lot of the story we're talking about today, the first time people saw drones, right? Especially at night. You've got this thing that's got a bunch of lights on it that moves in a way.
Jeff, no, not the same guy. I mean, not necessarily the CIA. There's a bunch of silo projects that nobody talks to each other about, and you get things like things happened in New Jersey, and even though we created the director of national intelligence, remember there's 17 independent intelligence agencies operating inside and outside the United States at all times, and everybody wants their own little piece of the pie. Well, okay. Thank you, Groovy.
Way that planes certainly don't move like drones, right?
Yep.
You see that shit in 1980 in the dead of night above an Air Force base. It's not necessarily like you're not a crazy person being like, well, I wonder if that's something like fucking not of this earth, right? And the Air Force, like the basic story we're telling today is the Air Force being like, oh yeah, that's much better than them believing we're working on ways to murder people through robots.
Yeah.
So that's the story we're gonna tell this week, and that's the end of the cold open.
What?
And we're back. We're starting the episodes. Brandy, it's been a bit since you've been on the show. You are a very busy person, and I wanted to, before we get into the episode, is there anything you wanted to kind of plug up top?
Yeah, definitely. So my podcast, Lady to Lady, has been around for 13 years at this point. We're every Wednesday for 13 years. We're an independent show where me and my two.
Yep. And then we end up having to admit to the public that we've been doing some shenanigans.
Co-hosts have a fourth guest on every week who's usually another female identifying person, and it's just four women riffing in like a positive way, which is something that entertainment doesn't want to show you very often. So they've been around forever. I also have an independent comedy record label that I started last year called Burn This Records. You can find us on Instagram at burnthisrecords.com. And basically that is like a completely DIY project trying to lift up voices from around the country that other labels aren't dealing with. And I'm also doing it in a much less predatory way than most
1 second, y'all. Use folks. Always. So this is a replica, I think, of Tacit Blue. Was a program. Here we go. Way back in the 80s. Mainly it ended up to be a test bed for the 117 and the B2. But you can see what that would look like in the middle of the night. The bottom of it's painted black. So yeah. Is that Logan Paul? I just wanted to bring up, since he brought up the peel-shaped aircraft. Have blue, tacit blue.
Comedy labels work. I've always self-released all of my own things, and I'm just like expanding that information to try to like include more people and kind of keep
As a rule in the industry, the only thing more evil than like the NSA and military intelligence is comedy labels.
Yes. I mean, honestly, you're not wrong.
No, that was only a partial joke.
We could do, I have a couple of bastards for you for later if you ever want to need a couple of pitches.
It is funny how like horror cinema and whatnot, nearly all like nice people involved in making it. Comedy, real mixed bag, a lot of monsters in comedy. A lot of nice people.
I mean, the best of people and the worst of people I've met in comedy. And I think comedy is an important thing in our culture, because I think it's important to remember that just because someone makes you laugh and is charming, it does not mean they were a good person at all. It is a trick. It's a trick that you're able to do, actually.
One of the most important things to accept about the world is like, just because somebody's, we don't need to get into this right now, but I agree with you entirely. So back to fucking aliens. Not aliens. Back to fucking aliens, but back to fucking aliens.
I don't know where the story is going. We'll see.
maybe. I mean, it actually nearly always doesn't like lead if you follow like any UFO conspiracy thread, it does eventually like lead to people are breeding with the aliens. I mean, that was a big part of the first 5 seasons of the X-Files, right? But yeah, I started this episode by talking about that Air Force footage. Honestly, I forget if they were Air Force or Navy pilots, but it was released 2020, 2021. That like pill-shaped weird thing in the sky that those pilots are like, what the fuck is this shit? As I wrote this, near the end of January 2025, the most recent kind of big UFO news was that a few days before we recorded this episode, Republican Representative Tim Burchett claimed that he spoke to an admiral who he did not name, who told him that he had seen that there was evidence that the Navy had evidence of an unidentified naval vehicle, quote, moving at hundreds of miles an hour underwater that was as large as a football field, which sounds like he's trying to prepare us for the idea that Sequest is real. And I hope that means that Roy Scheider has secretly been alive this whole time.
And Jonathan Brandis. Let's get him
Jonathan
back.
Brandis. Yes. Get them all back. Bring them all back. I'm so glad you got my...
When you have a congressman saying they talked to a unnamed admiral and they told him that they saw a football-sized filled undersea vessel, you can most assuredly know that they're lying.
My Sequest joke, Brandy. No one ever does. Prior to this, in November of 2024, the Pentagon had published a report revealing hundreds of previously undocumented UFO sightings. Now, again, UFO, and they use unidentified aerial phenomena, I think is the actual official term they use. But like, this does not mean there are hundreds of cases of, the Pentagon said, yeah, we've seen hundreds of alien sightings. It means we've seen hundreds of things in the sky at various points that like, we don't actually know fully what they are, right? Because a lot of people be flying a lot of weird shit in the sky, right? We just had a mild public hysteria when unidentified drones were spotted flying over cities in the Northeast. People panicked. there was like reports that, oh, Iran has a drone carrier parked off the coast. And like, guys, if you've been like looking
No,
at
I
how
was probably
fucking
asleep.
Iranian power projection has been working in the areas right next to them, they're not flying drones over DC from a fucking hidden carrier.
No.
Panic was stoked by initial claims by government officials that there was no record. The FBI, someone came out and was like, we don't have any record of scheduled drone flights. And people I know freaked out because they're like, well, the FBI says they don't know what it is. And
Y'all, am I dropping frames? Or is it just James?
again, I need you, as I always ask, think back to 9/11, right?
Yeah.
Where all of these
I wonder why it's doing that. Let me close that. Let's see what we can do here.
these different federal agencies had pieces of that and none of them talked to each other. The fact that the FBI didn't know about this shit is not weird. Government agencies are dog shit at talking to each other. And in fact, it took several weeks, but in late January, after the transition, the White House made a statement that the drone flights had in fact been approved. This was just everyone kind of fucking up. And the confusion was likely stoked by a confluence of factors. Drone development is advancing rapidly. Different federal agencies are bad at talking to each other. Some of the drones being tested were likely so classified that individuals involved preferred a public panic over UFOs or Iranian drone carriers to actual info about their projects being revealed. And all of these reasons are essentially the same reasons that led to the birth of UFO conspiracy theories in the first place, starting with the supposed crash landing at Roswell, New Mexico in 1947.
The OG.
Yeah, the OG. And I think there's this attitude that like we have Roswell, there's this crash in 47. The government initially says, and this is what's really unique about Roswell, the first government reports are some sort of fucking saucer crashed, right?
Yeah,
it's the only
yeah.
time that's really happened. And then they came out and said, no, it's a weather balloon.
Mhm.
But there's this attitude that like, and from that moment, Roswell was like the center of UFO culture. It really wasn't. It actually kind of fell off for like more than a decade before people started like kind of recentering Roswell in American UFO mythos. And part of why, so first, when we're talking about like what actually happened at Roswell, probably the best non-alien theory is that earlier in 1940, and I think this is pretty credible. Earlier in 1947, the US government had launched something called Project Mogul, and the idea was to set up a series of balloon listening stations to receive and record evidence of Soviet nuclear trials. Researchers from the US Army Air Force's secret R&D division tested a cluster of 14 of these balloons, one of which went down near Roswell in July.
So that would be the DARPA or the Strategic Capabilities Office. I was at Strategic Capabilities my last 12 years when I was doing counter narco and stuff that, well, I mean, seeing it is all you're seeing is their faces. So I mean, seeing the video is not yeah, I paused it. Seeing their faces isn't what's needed here. It's hearing the story. I mean, unless y'all are just bored with the story, I don't know what to do, honestly.
just a few weeks earlier in June, a Republican politician and pilot named Kenneth Arnold had sparked the first great UFO panic in U.S. history by reporting to have seen 9 silver discs flying near Mount Rainier, Washington. When the rancher who owned the land in Roswell that one of these balloons crashed onto, a guy named Mac Brazel, went to the nearby airfield and went to the Army Air Corps and was like, hey, I found some weird shit on my property. They sent out investigators. Now, due to the secrecy behind Project Mogul, the investigators they sent didn't know about that project. So some of these guys, and in fact, the guy who's kind of first on scene will claim years later and will be consistent for the rest of his life after that point and believing in saying I saw a craft I can't explain. I believe it was an alien craft, right? Or the remains of an alien craft. Now, again, there was technology in these air balloons that was not widely available or that people were not widely knowledgeable about. And the guys who responded to this crash didn't fucking know about the program because it was heavily classified. So, you can come out of this either saying well, I think that they did find some aliens, or I think probably if we're doing the Occam's razor thing, it's not super weird to assume the government, every part of our incredibly paranoid defense industry was lying to every other part and hiding all sorts of shit. And these guys just didn't know what the fuck they saw.
Well, and I think often we want aliens to be true instead of that. It
comforting.
Feels, it's much more comforting. I mean, I think people are, even with everything, all the little videos and everything that have been coming out in the last few years, I think people keep being yeah, sure. Okay, great. Would love it. Can they take over?
Yeah.
Sure. An alien is here. That means somebody is actually maybe in charge that isn't us. That would be great.
Yeah. I definitely had that period where I was more in the dark hunter in the forest sort of thing. Oh, maybe we don't want aliens, no. At this point, if there's aliens, they can't be worse than us. They literally can't. We're so bad at running our country and our planet. Just bring them on, let them in.
Yeah, exactly. Please, would love it.
Do they want to eat us? Fine. We're already all being eaten. We're already being consumed by the guys who own fucking banks and social media companies. We might as well be eaten by aliens who have cool shit.
Yeah. Maybe plastic has been an alien the entire time.
Fuck it. Why not?
Taking over everyone's brain.
Oh, God. I would feel such a sense of peace if the mushroom men at the center of Mount Shasta were proved to be real.
Truly.
But alas.
Yeah.
So, initial local reporting on the Roswell crash was pretty good. It described accurately what was found on Mac's farm. To further allay suspicions, the Army allowed several journalists to tour the nearby base at Alamogordo, where they were fed a series of lies about the weather balloon. Namely, they were told it was for meteorological purposes, not for spying on Russian nuclear tests, because we really didn't want people to know how well the Russians were doing at some of that stuff, right? But otherwise, they were generally accurately informed about the crash. And that was it for a while. Interest in UFOs flatlined not long after Roswell, thanks to Kenneth Arnold. Now, the whole Pacific Northwest had caught UFO fever after he made public statements about seeing that group of UFOs around Rainier. And on July 1st, people in and around Twin Falls, Idaho started seeing glowing discs or balls in the sky. So many people saw them in such quick succession that something real had to be going on. This is one of those things where it's wow, a shitload of people are seeing something. This is not.
And unless it's a TOS, nobody gets timed out. Shouldn't be. All along. The long being the operative term there.
Not just a hysteria. And it was not just a hysteria. One of the discs was recovered and was found to be a 30-inch metal disc with a plexiglass bubble and some scratch-assembled electronic parts, vacuum tubes and shit. The whole thing turned out to have been a prank by some kids with a basic understanding of engineering. They built a fake UFO to fuck with people.
Respect.
Right? Respect. It's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm always supportive of doing that. Why not? Fuck with people at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually what got us here. So maybe that's not a good idea. Don't listen to me, folks. Don't listen to me. But maybe do if it's funny. So public interest in UFOs kind of fell off after this. This is sort of what makes people because there's this initial surge in interest and belief, and like Roswell might have immediately been kind of a big thing, but then there's this very famous hoax that happens within days of Roswell, and suddenly people are like, oh, you know what, maybe only crazy people and cranks believe in UFOs, right? And that's kind of what happens after this, right? There's UFO culture continues to evolve, but it's not a thing that the average American feels good. If they take it seriously, you don't want to talk about it, right? Because then you'll get kind of like written off as a kook, you know?
Well, and it ruins their lives. I think everyone that's ever come forward like publicly about, you know, a potential alien encounter, they're not better for it after they've told everybody about that.
No, and as we'll talk about, a lot of those people, you know, were definitely being fed lies by the government, because the government was like, well, shit, we can distract attention from like the shit that we're doing if we just like fuck with these people.
That's exactly the point.
So in 1950, a guy named Frank Scully publishes a book titled Behind the Flying Saucers, based on an article he'd written for Variety. The core of this book and the core of that article was based on a speech by an oil millionaire and alien obsessive named Silas Newton, or at least that's how Silas Newton wanted people to see him, as like a guy who'd gotten rich in oil and was also into aliens. Silas Newton was a con man.
As most Silases are, not to besmirch the Silases of the world. Sili?
No,
I don't know
no,
how
I've never met a good Silas. Look.
No, neither have I. A name, frankly, thankfully lost to the ages as well.
That's right. That's right. Don't name your kids Silas. And if you're a Silas, change your name, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's the official stance of this podcast. Sorry, Silases.
No,
Yes,
I agreed. I'm going to put
absolutely
official stance of lady to lady as well. I speak for my podcast. Several podcasts are against Silases.
We're going to get like a whole group together here, that we're going to be like the NATO of trying to stop people from being named Silas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So author Adam Gorightly describes what Newton is saying about aliens in this lecture this way. Newton claimed that a flying saucer piloted by otherworldly midgets had crashed in Aztec, New Mexico in 1948. The source of Newton's saucer revelations was a mysterious Dr. G, who had purportedly examined the remains of these interplanetary travelers and viewed pieces of the saucer debris. So, you know, not the most woke way to describe any of this, but it's the 50s. What do you expect?
That's interesting too, because like there's those Peruvian quote unquote alien mummies that came out a year or two ago. That
and people have talked about those for a minute too.
Yeah.
And that's a
y'all know those, right? The Peruvian aliens.
I don't know, that we seem to be generally believe that aliens are short rather than tall.
Unless you're a tall white, which is its own right breed.
You got the Nordics, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. So
the Nordics are the Nazis' answer to aliens. They, you know, the perfect ideal.
So Scully writes this book based on the kind of shit that Silas is saying. And as soon as the book comes out, it is revealed to all be based on a host. Newton had been working with a friend to spread lies about aliens because he was just sort of a general con man. He was probably not a millionaire, and he certainly did not have a legitimate oil business. He actually made his money by selling fake leases to supposedly oil-rich land alongside magnetic oil detecting machines. So he will sell you a lease that isn't real to land and bring along a machine that you can lease that will show you that there's oil on that land. And none of it's real. Just a con man.
That is the better term.
One of America's greats, but
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
so he's a
words
scoundrel
escape me.
with an eye for any con that might bring profit. And he was caught quickly, but his work caught the eye of a group of the greatest scoundrels and con men in U.S. history, the Central Intelligence Agency, or some government agency. We actually don't know that it was the CIA. I don't know that any of this is true. As we're going to get to, all of the sources on stuff, like there's definitely a lot that is verifiable here, but every source who comes forward from inside the government, all of the former intel officers who talk about this stuff, they're all also they're all also extremely fucking shady, and they lie about a ton of shit. So In his book, Saucer, Spooks, and Kooks, Adam Gorightly notes that a former CIA officer, Carl Pflock, claimed to have uncovered records that Silas Newton was visited by shadowy government agents who asked him to keep telling tall tales about flying saucers. Pflock mused, did the U.S. government or someone associated with it use Newton to discredit the idea of crashed flying saucers so a real captured saucer or saucers could be more easily kept under wraps? Was this actually nothing to do with real saucers, but instead some sort of psychological warfare operation? And I think there's a very good chance that Silas was encouraged to keep doing this because we have good documentation that different intel agencies, including the NSA, encouraged people to tell flying saucer stories, right? The CIA as well did this. I don't think Silas Newton was being, again, I don't think this is like psych warfare or necessarily covering up a real alien thing. The evidence suggests that they're covering up weapons development, right?
Yeah.
So, like a startling number of foundational UFO culture dudes, Carl was also into right-wing politics. After working at IBM and the CIA, he was hired by the American Enterprise Institute to work as a senior editor. He
It's amazing how those things go hand in hand, right? Todd is the commander. Only thing he ever commanded in his life. Misfit aliens.
contributed to the Libertarian Review and Reason magazine, as well as writing short stories about aliens. During the Reagan administration, he was made Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Operational Test and Evaluation. And this is a lot of these guys, like many. It's again, when people are kind of casually into it, they'll be like, well, now it's pilots saying that there's aliens, and now it's a member of
I did a lot of work there too.
The government. And it's like, from the beginning, the two people making the most reports that there were aliens were Republican politicians and pilots. Because pilots see a lot of weird shit and Republicans believe anything you tell them, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
And
so Pflock is an interesting figure in UFO culture because he was both a believer, or at least a quasi-believer, and a skeptic, publishing a book that ultimately debunked Roswell and first made public the connection between that event and Project Mogul. As guys in this world go, he's more credible than most, but that comes with a big asterisk, right?
Yeah.
So for a while, flying saucers are decidedly fringe, although some of the most consistent true believers are former military officers who often had intelligence clearances. In the 1950s, some of the most active UFO research groups by civilians were made by and for former military intelligence guys. And this may have had something to do with the fact.
Welcome, Jicky, to an as to be yet to be named crew. I appreciate it very much.
That the CIA and the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, had experimented by this early point in putting out misinformation on UFOs to test subordinates, right? And the logic here is that, okay, you want to know this guy is kind of like he's a security guard at a facility where we're really doing some shit, and maybe he's someone we're thinking about promoting to be in a more sensitive thing. Tell him that there's aliens. Tell him that we have a flying saucer. If that gets out in the media, you know this guy can't be trusted, right? And if he doesn't say shit, then maybe you tell him the truth, maybe you don't, but like either way, you know you can trust him, because if he's not going to tell the media that like there's fucking aliens, maybe he's actually like somebody that we can trust with real secrets, you know?
I love that the government runs like Scientology. It's great.
Absolutely runs like science. It's all cults all the way down, baby. That's American culture.
Yeah, it's instead of Xenu, it's you know, whatever we're calling this one.
Yeah. Flying saucers become sexy again in the late 1970s when a researcher named Leonard Stringfield makes a public presentation at the 1978 Mutual UFO Network Symposium. MUFON, I think, is what people call it.
I've been to a MUFON meeting. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to go to a MUFON meeting. That sounds like a hoot.
That's great. It was a blast.
So back in the day, I used to get their like periodicals and read the MUFON theories and stuff like that. I consumed it like a madman. Chariots of the Gods was one of my favorite books. So yeah, it's funny all these things come back. H.L. Hubbard.
He claims that a retired Air Force colonel had told him that an alien
LR.
craft had in fact been recovered at Roswell. And this guy was one of the first military responders at Roswell, and died convinced that what he
Okay, Jicky, sleep well and finish up when you can. Yeah, Danikin is a hoot. L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, it is L. Ron. That's all I was saying about the LR. Mrs. Metcalf got what I was laying down. And a very good friend of Lester Crowley. Like to have orgies with him out in the desert to bring about the beast. I mean, Stitchin's another one, yeah. Spider Dog. I mean, Danny, he still holds the record for publishing the most books, whether they're good or not. Publishing the most books or publishing the most. I can't, if anybody knows the exact what that is, let me know.
he saw was an alien spacecraft. The narrative starts to pick up steam from here, and an NSA memo revealed as part of a FOIA request suggests the CIA had something to do with it. Here's Golightly's book again. The memo, dated August 29th, 1978, was written by an unidentified NSA assignee who commented on what he suspected to be a number of fraudulent CIA memos presented at the symposium. It was later revealed that the assignee in question was a former NSA employee and MUFON board member Tom DeLuey. And a lot of guys at MUFON have are reached out to by people in intelligence agencies and fed info. So it's very hard to say what, like, were these CIA memos just something some people made up? Were they memos the CIA faked, or were they memos the NSA faked, pretending it was the CIA, right? All of these things are kind of possible because all of this shit happened to some extent.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to believe, then you're just like, please, I won't question it. Just give it to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just give me the good stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of the good stuff, that's the sponsors of our podcast.
Wow.
And we're back. So if you take nothing.
That's what I like about his YouTube part of his podcast. Listening to him on Spotify, even paying for everything, you have ads, but he cuts them out on YouTube. So Space Laser Technicians, it is. And Jeff, he probably had a whole ship of prisoners ghostwriting for him. So it just kept them coming. No pun intended.
Else from these episodes. It should be that military officers and intelligence agency employees backing up UFO conspiracies or any other kind of conspiracies doesn't mean those conspiracies are likelier to be true, because all of these people are professional liars, right? Yeah. Not only are they professional liars, but there's nothing that means somebody who reached a moderately high level in the CIA or the Special Forces or the DIA is not just as crazy as that guy you met at a bar who claimed the Martians stole his vas deferens, right? Think of the fucking, what's his goddamn name? The former
I know Mrs. Metcalf. I was just I guess I shouldn't do things to make them angry. I don't want that smoke. I don't want Tom Cruise smoke.
Michael Flynn is out of his goddamn mind. Like,
memory.
Can confirm from personal experience, Michael Flynn is a maniac. He'd been lying for first time I worked with him was 27 years ago.
He was
Behold him.
legitimately a guy with a lot of like who had a very high position in
Yes.
the military establishment. He had a lot to do with intel in
Mhm.
specific areas, right? Like, and he's you know, a nut and a dick and a fascist. Now,
Yeah.
to your average American with slightly nerdy inclinations, a lot of this UFO stuff is kind of like background noise. Kids love it. You know, there's like an entertainment, a lot of movies and stuff based around this stuff in the 50s and 60s. And so it's not necessarily like taken super seriously by a ton of people. And it probably started as kind of like a lark for a guy that we're going to be talking a lot about in these episodes, who is, I think, I don't know if hero's the right term, but I'm very sympathetic to him, a fella named Paul Binowitz. And Paul Binowitz is the victim of Richard Doty and of the U.S. intelligence establishment during this period.
Yeah.
He is an engineer with a
What's up,
master's degree in
Sasquatch?
physics who started his own small business, Thunder Scientific, in 1969. People will say that Paul was a genius with electronics. He is very good at what he does. He moved to New Mexico to be closer to the bleeding edge of the experimental aerospace industry, and he dug a niche for himself there, providing different measurement instruments for NASA and the Air Force. He hit the market at a spectacular time when all of these industries were exploding. And his intention was initially to get a PhD, and he has to like shelf that because his company is so successful and it's growing so fast. Thunder Scientific established a lab right outside of Kirtland Air Force Base and had regular dealings with scientists and officers from the newly established Air Force. In the book Project Beta, Greg Bishop writes, the demands of his business now left little time for friends and socializing, but this did not bother
Project Beta is also a Todd Bryant autobiography.
for him. Thunder Scientific and his family were all that he needed. What little time he had left was devoted to plowing through a small collection of Wild West novels, his only guilty pleasure. So, pretty nice, harmless guy. He's making like altimeters and shit, like for devices for measuring like, you know, moisture in the air on planes and stuff, like that kind of like nerdy stuff, right?
No, totally. This is definitely the CIA is going to ruin this man's life.
Oh, they're going, yeah. I think it's more the NSA and Air Force intelligence, but the CIA, like, there's a number of people involved in fucking with Paul.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
Paul has hobbies. He's a pilot, and he's like an aerobatic pilot. So he likes to do like plane stunts and shit. He's very good. And starting in the 1970s, he begins paying increasing attention to the UFO movement. He joins the Aerial Phenomenon Research Association, or APRO, which is a civilian UFO research org based out of Tucson. And so that's like somewhere, I think sometime in like the mid 70s is when he joins APRO. And so he's pretty plugged into all this stuff. A year after Leonard Stringfield writes, you know, he co-writes that book that reignites interest in Roswell and flying saucers in April of 1979, Paul attends a big conference on cattle mutilation.
They're always listening, Sasquatch. I wouldn't know how.
Which had just started to become a thing that people were talking about. And this is, when I say a conference on cattle mutilation, this is less kooky than a lot of these events are going to sound, because in part, there's some actual shit being done to cows. So there's some serious people there who actually like want to know what the fuck is going on. The event itself is hosted by Republican Senator Harrison Schmitt, a former astronaut who'd walked on the moon. Among the attendees were numerous FBI agents, politicians, local law enforcement officers.
Look, astronauts does not give them any more credence. Mitchell believed that we faked the moon landings, and he walked on the moon. So there's that.
Scientists from Los Alamos, tribal officials, and of course, New Age psychics wearing robes alongside disheveled ufologists.
Of course.
For the
Of course. I mean, they have to be there. I mean,
Right.
and what a party in the parking lot. Somebody's
my
got to be
God.
throwing the after parties. So you have these guys there.
No, and
which is
acid,
good.
I think, is still legal at this point. Maybe
Yeah.
they banned it by then,
yeah.
but man, the good Coke is out there. People have Quaaludes. I bet the parties were wild.
Absolutely. Comic-Con eats your heart out. I want to know what
Yeah.
the swag is for the free swag for the cattle mutilation convention. What are
Yeah.
what's in the go away bag?
Yeah, just lymph nodes.
Yeah.
So a reporter for the New Mexico Independent described the conference as a farce featuring the strangest collection of weirdos ever assembled in New Mexico. And I will tell you right now, that is no longer an accurate statement. I've spent too much time in New Mexico to believe that. A lot of
yeah.
Mecca for nuts.
That bar is an alien.
One of my favorite states.
Yeah, I love it.
So said weirdos were united by their interest in a real phenomenon. This is not fake. The fact that cattle are being found dead and surgically mutilated is not fake. This is a thing that is happening.
But
right?
why
There's
is
a lot of
gross
theories as to why. There's one that is almost certainly the actual truth here that we're going to talk about, but this is a real thing that is happening, and people are rightfully like, what the fuck is going on, right? This starts when a decent number of cattle are found dead and surgically mutilated in the Dulce area, near Dulce, New Mexico, which itself is near the Jicarilla Reservation. One of the first investigators is a state trooper named Gabe Valdez, who's a very, a kind of a titan in the ufology field. And again, one of the guys who's more credible, kind of within this community, which is not to say does not believe some stuff that can't be proven, but just is one of the guys who is attempting to actually go about some of this scientifically. And Gabe, as he's looking, because people, he's getting calls from ranchers, I've got this cow's fucking cut up, man. This is fucking weird. He finds tripod prints near several of the corpses, and he initially theorizes that this is evidence that an alien craft had landed nearby, which it is not, but Valdez keeps digging, and he eventually uncovers evidence that makes it very clear this is human beings did this, right? And the specific evidence is that several cows were found to have been drugged with atropine, and a gas mask had been found at one site, right?
God damn, what's the matter with people?
I'll tell you what's the matter.
This sounds like a student film gone wrong.
Brandy, this is so much more fucked up than you're.
No.
Yeah, this is so fucking crazy. What the reason why this is happening? The likely reason. Again, this isn't. I can't tell you exactly. This is definitely what happened. But the theory Valdez and his son come up with, I think, is very credible. So Valdez starts to suspect that the government is secretly killing and studying the corpses of cattle. He found that most of the deceased animals had their tongues and lymph nodes, specifically their lymph nodes, removed, which is the organ you would.
Does anybody know the answer to this one? It's really gross. Thanks, Marty and the Soros one.
Take if you wanted to do tests for cancers, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So there is good reason now to suspect that these mutilations were tied not to aliens, but to a secret government project called Project Gas Buggy, which had been launched in 1967 as part of the Plowshare program. Have you heard of the Plowshare program?
No, I don't know about the Plowshare program. It hasn't come up in my searches.
Man. One of my favorite things the government ever did, and by that I mean one of the funniest things. This is fucked up and horrible, but it's extremely funny, and it's also kind of soothing, because if the government did this, what I'm about to explain to you, and didn't get us all killed, I think we've got a pretty good shot of surviving the next few years.
Great. Love that. I love some hope.
We'll try to be hopeful here. So Project Plowshare was named after Isaiah 2:4 in the Bible. They will beat their swords into plowshares, right? And that means we're going to take these weapons and turn them into a tool that we use to get food, right?
Okay.
The project was established as a way for Dwight Eisenhower to feel less bad about presiding over the birth of a planet-killing arsenal. In 1953, he gave his famous Atoms for Peace speech at the UN and promised that the United States would, quote, devote its entire heart and mind to find the way by which the miraculous inventiveness of man shall not be dedicated to his death, but consecrated to his life. And sort of the less kind of shiny, beautiful thing going on here is that we're making so many goddamn nukes,
Sasquatch, which guy? The one The one talking? If so, yes, he's very real. He's a journalist, has written for some very big publications, is very well known for his research skills. He introduced me to Sebastian Younger, actually. Um, so, uh, this dude goes into a bar in India and shares a needle with a dude just to try heroin. It was kind of a heroic moment. pretty terrible, but yeah, he was a war correspondent um, for a long time.
By this point,
Yeah.
by like 60s, 70s, we have the 60s, especially, like, we've got enough nukes to kill everything, right? And the Russians have the
Yes.
same number, basically, you know?
Yeah.
And other people are starting to get them. And like some of the folks doing this feel kind of bad and are like, I kind of want my life to be a little bit more than just building a death machine for the entire species. Maybe there's a way to use all of these nightmare weapons
Oh
to
God.
to do good shit, right?
Yeah. What wishful thinking. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not responsible for this world becoming a barren wasteland someday. Absolutely not. No.
So the idea here is, let's figure out if there's a way to use nuclear explosions to speed and assist government civil works projects, right? Different construction projects. And specifically, one of the big initial things.
Jeff, I told you about one of these, or maybe two of them.
So in 1956, there's this thing called the Suez Crisis, right? The Suez Canal. You remember when that big boat got stuck and it it was very
Went
funny,
sideways.
but also shit got like really expensive for a while because a lot of trade goes through the Suez Canal in Egypt. It's very important. Well, 1956, the Suez Canal Company, which had been owned by Britain and France, gets nationalized by the Egyptian president, and there's like a crisis over like whether or not Europeans are going to be able to use the Suez Canal. And like this, by the way, is still a major factor in geopolitics. Like particularly liberals in the US like to act like France and whatnot is like so much less fucked up of a country. But look at the kind of weapons France sells the Egyptians, no matter who's in charge, no matter what they do to their people, no matter how violent an asshole they are. France is always willing to sell the Egyptians any kind of fucked up weapons they want because there's this canal and it's kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So
56,
the Suez Canal gets shut down, and people are like, people in our government and people in, you know, our allied governments are like, fuck, we got to figure out something. And what's the most logical thing to do if you need to replace the Suez Canal, Brandy?
Make it bigger, blow it up.
No. That's crazy talk. No, the most logical thing to do is to detonate 520 thermonuclear weapons in a line across the Holy Land through the Negev Desert to the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh, I
530. 530. They just wanted to make Hiroshima and Nagasaki look like a fully eclipsed sun.
know about this.
Just
I've
nuke
read about
the whole
this.
Holy Land. 500 nukes.
Oh, that's so fun. This is also a recent theory that's come up in the last year and a half or so. We've been hearing about. Okay, interesting. Great.
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating to think of how different everything going on there would be if, like, in addition to all of the.
You have to have 533, sir. They did the math wrong. Ooh, 530 suns. Yeah, I like the I like the sound of that. Make a note.
Awful stuff happening. Everyone had fucking radiation poisoning because we set off 520 nuclear explosions.
Jesus, that's
Probably wouldn't have gone well. That's my
I would
theory.
have loved
Probably
to have
bad.
been in the initial pitch of this. Just
Yeah.
somebody's like,
Right.
all right, hear me out. I know
right.
this bomb can destroy
Mhm.
anything. What if
Yeah. PowerPoint
500?
slides.
Yeah. Let's get through it. Okay. All right. Here's, what do you think?
Picture of a
Nightmare.
shovel. We all hate digging, right? What do we love? Nukes.
Yeah. We just want to see what it looks like to do
yeah.
that. It
It's
wouldn't
gonna be
split the
fine.
earth in half or anything.
Yeah, no, I can't think of any downsides to setting off 520 nukes in the Holy Land.
I mean, he switched to 520, so there was an editing error somewhere. But I like 530 suns. It just sounds better. Because you're a ginger, it kind of spreads like a rat. Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Metcalf. Exactly. It's a contagion for you guys.
Seems like a good call.
What Jesus is really what he died on the cross for was this. Like,
yeah, he would have loved nuke.
Todd would like it because it goes right through the Negev Valley. I mean, it would destroy the Holy Land. So,
oh my God!
Yeah, it's one of it's from the Book of Silas, which is a horrible book that was we have never published.
Yep, that's why we hate Silas's. So the idea of repurposing this doesn't catch on. People, thank God, enough people are like, are you out of your fucking mind?
You can't do that.
So we don't do this, but the idea of repurposing nukes for civil use lingered on.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1957, Project Plowshare is established. And I want to quote from a write-up from the Science History Institute. Plowshare scientists looked at the natural world as if it were a piece of clay waiting to be sculpted by nuclear tools. As the father of the hydrogen bomb, Edward Teller, remarked, "If your mountain is not in the right place, drop us a card." And I do love that, like, atomic era mad scientist shit. Like,
yeah. The swagger is real.
yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
In 1960, Popular Mechanics devoted an article to the idea with Edward Teller. Sophie will pull up the thing on the screen here, but like it's the cover of Popular Mechanics, March 1960. There's a picture of Teller sitting at a desk with a bunch of papers. "We're going to work miracles. The atom's power is ready to unlock a treasure chest of Arctic oil, dig open an Alaskan harbor, open the spigot for Colorado's shale." And this article is by Edward Teller. I'm going to read a little bit of that opening. "When you look at a map of Alaska, you will observe that Point Hope at the northwest corner projecting out into the Arctic Ocean. Above Point Hope, the shore is exposed to the polar ice pack, which even in the summer is never a far off shore. Ships can travel north of this point only 1 month in 12. But below Point Hope, the shore swings to the southeast, and the sea is free of ice for 3 months of the year. Nearby are coal deposits, and somewhat farther, oil that might attract commerce, except for one vital lack. There is no harbor, no good anchorage for seagoing ships." So they theorize a number of things, but one of them is to literally melt big chunks of the ice caps with nukes so that we can get at like coal and oil more effectively.
I like that they just
that just nuke the polar ice caps and
did the slow version of it by just never moving away from oil.
Yeah. We it turns out we got there anyway, guys. Good news.
Don't worry. I mean, I guess better than nuking it, probably.
So Teller's got a problem, which is we know at this point radiation bad, and thankfully, like hydrogen bombs, less radiation, but like no.
Jeff, this is one coming up is the dream.
Radiation. And so there's a very good question here, which is like, hey, if we detonate like a nuke underground, won't it like could that be bad? Could it like cause real problems? And so Teller has to direct the first underground test of a thermonuclear weapon to gather data for busybodies who kept asking questions like that.
So annoying.
So annoying. And the initial data seems to be good. They detonate a 1.7 kiloton nuke in Nevada, and I'm using nuke interchangeably here for all atomic weapons. Obviously, a hydrogen bomb is a very different thing from like the kind of bombs we used on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But they are mostly using like hydrogen bombs. Like that is the idea for Plowshare after a point, because it's just like a better tool. Okay. And the initial data seems to suggest that like, oh, actually, like this might be pretty safe, right? That's the initial data. This ignites a spree of dangerously insane plans, like Project Gnome, which suggested nuking a massive underground salt deposit in Alaska in order to create heat and steam to run a turbine, providing power for a nearby city. And Sophie's gonna pull up like a diagram explaining this, where it's just like generator, turbine, condenser, and then molten salt for nuclear explosion.
It's for sure gonna work. Definitely.
Totally will be safe. It's not crazy at all. Like, obviously, molten salt from a nuclear explosion, there's no possible downside to creating that.
No, never.
The good news is that local indigenous leaders find out that like Teller's like, what if we just nuke huge chunks of like Inuit territory and shit to see if that does something? And they're like, this seems bad. And they're particularly concerned because Teller had just carried out an H-bomb test a couple of years earlier in the Marshall Islands that had gone bad and caused the highest recorded levels of nuclear fallout in history. They had destroyed several islands and like that people lived on. Like, it's a real problem. We've done episodes of It Could Happen Here on the Marshalls and how much the U.S. fucks them over, but Teller's a big part of that. So, you know, he doesn't get to nuke Alaska to the extent that he wants to nuke Alaska. And again, his high hopes are dashed by the fact that everything he suggests and does is completely out of its mind. By 1967, Plowshare had moved on to a new idea. Deposits of natural gas could be extracted if nukes were used to break up dense rock formations that kept them.
Jeff, thoughts? First thoughts as he goes into this? It's tough teaching adults. It makes me want to do the same, Mr. Groovy.
Trapped. This is the origins, like some of the origins of hydraulic fracking, right? Initially, they want to do hydraulic fracking with nukes.
Oh my God.
Great stuff, guys. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck this planet. Nuke it all.
No, it exists to be broken. It's the whole point of living.
Yeah, these guys, it's amazing because like you can get over the counter like just incredibly potent barbiturates at this point, and everybody's drunk and on barbiturates the whole time this is going on. And when you understand that, it really does explain a lot of the decisions being made.
No, these are not sober decisions at all. These are not.
These people are eating what is effective.
I am envious of that. Just over the counter, go get it.
Xanax like candy bars. So Project Gas Buggy follows, right? That's the idea. We're going to frack with nukes. And they'd set off a bomb equivalent to 29 kilotons of TNT in northwest New Mexico near Dulce. From that article by the Science History Institute. The detonation on December 10th, 1967, blasted open an underground chamber 335 feet high and almost 165 feet in diameter and successfully fractured the rock, spurring a vast increase in gas production rates at the site. Unfortunately,
you hear the unfortunately. Here we go.
The blast also contaminated the gas with radioactive tritium, making it unsellable to consumers. So it does work. It just makes poison radioactive gas.
It's not necessarily poison. You can use it for sites. You can use it for battery militaries. Watch hands. You can use it for mil spec compasses, etc.
Yeah, natural gas.
Love it. Where do we
Which
put
people-
that? When we make that, what do we do with that? I'm just curious. What happens?
God willing, now that RFK is going to be in there, I think we can, I'm hopeful that we can just make that legal to use in homes, and we can all have all the radioactive tritium gas in our living rooms that we need.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I choose for my kids what they get.
Exactly. Maybe it's good for them, maybe it counteracts the vaccines.
Yeah, eat your radioactive gas, kid. Come on.
Absolutely. Plowshare scientists wouldn't see real success on the fracking front until 1969, when a nuke set off under the Colorado River released $1.5 million in natural gas that was usable for the mere cost of $11 million. Also, the gas was still of very poor quality. Eventually, Plowshare was shuttered, but the radioactive tritium gas under New Mexico near Dulce remained, right? So now we've got this big fucking hole underground filled with poison.
Half-life of tritium, I think, is 10,000 years.
Great. That's fun. That's just fun to know that's out there. I love a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. So we've got this like death thing out in the middle of New Mexico, and we don't really know what the fuck to do with it, right? Now, what I'm going to say is not confirmed, but I consider it quite likely. Gabe Valdez eventually comes to the conclusion that the cattle mutilations around Dulce were carried out by government scientists studying the level of environmental contamination caused by the plowshare tests. If this is the case, it's something that is still somewhat under wraps, and military spooks would have put overtime work in to hide it back in the 1970s. But it makes a lot of sense. They're clearly like studying animals around there to see like if they are developing cancers.
Is what a thing, Toker. The us setting off a 23 megaton nuke to try to get oil out of the ground. Yes. And Sasquatch, I love cab overs. Yeah, Toker. In New Mexico. And the mutilating of cattle is true. For that reason, to study their lymph nodes.
And they don't want people to know about it. I think this is actually a very, very likely explanation for at least a good chunk of the cattle mutilations that are kind of found during this period.
Oh, God, it is worse. It is worse. You were right.
It's so much worse.
And it paid off. Yeah,
They're just like curious alien bot or fucking not bot.
I would much rather it be aliens than what we did to the earth and these cattle for no reason. I mean, they just chopped them up and left them there. Yeah, that is a terrifying thing. Not knowing where that thing's going to come down exactly.
Scientists or whatever. Yeah.
No, you did not disappoint. You did not disappoint. That makes total sense. I want to know which scientist was like, but make sure you get the asshole. Like,
you gotta get into that asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Is that part of the experiment, sir?
I mean, fuck it. Why not?
It's for the showmanship of what we're doing here.
We gotta get weird with it, people.
Yeah.
So this brings us back to Paul Bennewitz, because he meets Gabe Valdez at that cattle mutilation conference, and he actually approaches Valdez, and Valdez, who is like both an active state trooper who kind of becomes like in his area, that whenever there's like weird alien shit, his colleagues are like, "Hey, Valdez, go look into this. Like you're the crazy guy, right? Go check this out."
Like, man, I just wanted to plant drugs on minorities.
Right.
Bullshit.
I think Valdez really does want to be doing this because this kind of becomes his whole life. And he's like, as soon as this random like engineer is like, hey, can I like ride along with you to like look at weird alien stuff? Valdez is like, absolutely, man. Come on, let's go trace down some fucking lights. And that's exactly what they do. They do a lot of ride-alongs together, and they become fast friends. Benowitz is a believer, and Valdez is an open-minded seeker. Right, you know that's kind of the minimum of what I'd say he is.
What is their sexual tension like, and is this the exact thing that X-Files is based on?
Oh, they're fucking, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great,
this is what Molian. No, they're not. I have no evidence of that. But it would be funny if this is like the fucking the Mulder and Scully origin. The sexual tension you can cut with a knife. Also, Valdez does in fact get pregnant with an alien baby. That's very much confirmed. His dad's an admiral. I think Scully's dad was an admiral. Maybe he was a captain. I know he called her Starbuck. I just watched that episode the other night. So speaking of Dana Scully, boy, she looked good in a suit. Anyway, here's some ads. We're back. Everyone in that show looked good in this. Fucking Skinner. Oh my God. Like he was poured into that uniform. Or
looked amazing.
That suit. Yeah.
No one talks about the fashion on the X-Files.
Oh, yeah. Those real pencil ties, fucking Mulder. Oh my God. Beautiful stuff. So in the winter of 1979, Benowitz and his wife experienced, well, not a close encounter, but like an intermediate distance encounter at his Albuquerque home. So his house Sasquatch is like right up to the edge of the Kirtland base, right? So he can see like the base itself, and there's this mountain that they had like hollowed out and filled with nukes. Like he's looking at all of that from his fucking porch, right? And he and his wife start to notice at night blinking lights that are floating and moving independently in the air over the base. And he is, as a pilot, he's like, does not look like any kind of aircraft I've ever seen. And in fact, it is not. Now, again, not aliens. This is like drone projects, and what becomes the stealth bomber is like, this is all the kind of shit they're testing out at Kirtland. He is seeing things, and he is seeing things that he does not have any kind of good explanation for, right? Because some of the things he's seeing are experimental craft that are capable of things that the broader populace did not know we could do with aerial craft at this point in time. Now, because he's rich and because he is a professional engineer, he has a lot of equipment. He's got telephoto lenses, he's got a Super 8 camera, and he's got a lot of like different advanced antenna that are capable of taking data on the stuff that he's seeing, particularly the signals that these different craft are putting out, right? Because they're all putting out radio signals. They've got transponders and shit, right? You want that on there, especially with an experimental craft. You never know if one of those is going to like wind up crashing into the ground. You want to be able to like grab it and shit. So he starts training this whole, not just his cameras, but all of these different all these different electronic tools he has on the base while this is happening. And he's getting real data on something that is actually happening, right? Now, the thing is, and there's an interesting documentary about this called Rajmin, and it'll point out that Benowitz is a World War II era veteran. He is a genuinely patriotic, helpful guy, and a lot of kind of early UFO dudes are like this. So his instinct is not, the government is hiding something fucked up from me. His instinct is, I wonder if the government knows something clearly alien or otherworldly is happening above this base, above this very secure institution. I need to tell them what I found, right? He is deeply patriotic, and this country is going to fuck him so hard, like it does everyone who's deeply patriotic.
Oh no, babe, they're the bad guy. Don't do that.
Oh, Paul.
God. It's like
Paul.
watching somebody walk upstairs in a horror movie.
Well, and Dodie, who's like going to be fucking with him for years over this, is like,
completely agree.
World War II era veterans, you just tell them, hey, we need you to like help us with this, but you can't talk. You got to keep it quiet. This is national security. Of course, of course. I trust the government, right? Like I'm a child of the New Deal. I fought for this country against the Nazis. You know,
we are the heroes. Absolutely,
right. Yeah. And that's where Paul's head is, right? In addition to literally believing in a lot of, kooky alien. The government doesn't start that in him, right? He is down that road to an extent. So the reality of the situation is that he and his wife had documented evidence of some kind of experimental plane, drone, or other electronic gizmo. There were a number of different things at because part of like this whole Kirtland base is like one of the things that's kind of in this whole area is Sandia National Laboratories, which at the time is the #1 weapons development facility in the United States, at least probably on the planet as a result of that. And like one of the things they're working on is early laser guided missiles, you know, in addition to other different kinds of projects. One possibility for some of what Paul saw is there's this massive, it's actually the largest freestanding wooden structure on Earth. Like even all of the bolts are wood. It's this massive tower that they were setting off like EMP blasts in order to test the resilience of planes to nuclear explosions. So because of that, you couldn't have any metal in the actual like thing itself. I don't understand the science, but that's just what people say. And that's apparent. This was a thing that we did. And apparently it wasn't very effective because we weren't like the simulated blasts were not anywhere close to what a nuke would have done. But this is a thing that they were working on. There were lights on this thing. It looked weird and it gives off, you're getting some weird fucking signals from this. If you've got like different antennas and stuff, in addition to the other shit that they're fucking around with there. Nice. So I think somebody who was less inclined towards belief in, you know, aliens and the paranormal than Paul might have been like, yeah, there's probably some sort of weird Cold War weapon system being developed there or whatever. Paul does not make that leap. He captures grainy footage of lights with his 8mm camera, and he uses his engineering knowledge to design and construct a tracking antenna array on his roof. Adam Gorightly notes, quote, Benowitz installed an arsenal of tracking antenna on his roof to record signals apparently emanating from these UFOs, which he claimed could DF direction find at distances of up to 60 miles. Alarmed that these craft posed a national security threat, Benowitz alerted Kirtland base officials of his findings. Not long after, Benowitz received what he believed were alien transmissions. Now, the reality of the situation, and again, this is not entirely clear, but what's very likely happening is that being a good engineer, Paul has built an array that is actually receiving encrypted transmissions because the Air Force is experimenting with classified broadcast technology to send out coded messages. And Paul is picking this shit up, right? Some of it's probably interference from the EMP setup, but he's actually almost certainly getting some actual encrypted stuff, right? So he goes to the Air Force and he's like, hey man, I've been like listening and taking footage and there's like aliens, and they're like, yeah, okay, another alien guy. And then he's like, and I pointed my incredibly advanced array at your base of secret military bullshit and look at these coded transmissions. And they're like, oh fuck. This guy might actually have something that could be a problem. We really don't want him doing this. Fuck.
Yeah, please don't. No.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. So the head of base security spends about a minute on the phone with Paul and decides he's probably a crank, but his status as the president of this legitimate lab and the fact that he's getting.
Nope. No idea what's going on there. Like 9 million people are covering it though.
Something, and this is potentially a risk to, you know, this could expose some of the projects they're working on, right? And maybe Paul wouldn't even, if Paul just publishes this stuff being like, look, this is evidence of aliens and it's actual encrypted transmissions, well, Paul is going to publish that somewhere. It wouldn't be hard at all for some sort of like Russian agent to get that. And then maybe the Soviets crack this thing and like, right, there's a number of ways this could be a problem, right?
Yeah, they could decide to dig a ditch with a nuke. So
right. Well, in fact, they do. I didn't bring this up, but the Soviets have their own plowshare program that also causes massively poisons the planet. Everybody's doing it.
In Soviet Russia, do you cut out the bears' assholes? Is that what's happening in their fields instead?
you just poison the largest freshwater body or one of the largest freshwater bodies on the planet, and then we're good.
Great.
Everything's fine. So yeah, and it's also, maybe it's not the transmissions that freak him out. Maybe it's that he's getting documentation about some of the craft. You know, we don't know exactly what it is, but like the Air Force doesn't just say, okay, you know, tell this guy we're making a note of it. They're like, we should keep talking to this dude. We need to get one of our guys, an agent from the Air Force Office of Special Investigations, to befriend Paul Benowitz and see what he knows. And so the security Colonel Ernest Edwards picks an Air Force Office of Special Investigations agent named Richard Doty to do just that. And we will be talking about Doty and what happens next to our friend Paul in part 2.
So Doty is, boy, you want to talk about a braggart. I mean, he did what he did, but he Tim Kennedy's everything. So Danny, did you see Johnny is is facing 10 more years of serious charges? He can't get out of South Korea, and he's still screwing up. He's still going online. Hey, Hefe, are we playing tonight? Yeah, mindset's been going to all his cases and covering things with a Tozy. Oh, shout out to my boy Staff Sergeant High. He's been all over the media because people are trying to destroy him because he called out Buffalo City schools. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I read today that Buffalo City Schools has since 2021 has had the police called out there 17,000 times. So much respect to those of you who homeschool. Uh, that would terrify me if I had small kids. Oh, groovy. Well, I will call it here and we will get into this tomorrow. Um I'm leaving for Denver Saturday, so but this is where it gets fun because I've got a lot to say about Doty. Ooh, I got a little story about Antonov. Uh so we were bringing a drone uh, from Israel to Top Gun, and I am Misty. I'm 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 doing a big cross country with my youngest. Um, so I got her an excuse for the week, so I only really have to work there Monday. So we're gonna enjoy ourselves, and then we're gonna go back across the north and then back down the east coast to the south. Um, Hey, Coded. Never mind. You're not worth my time. Um. So anyway, we were bringing it in. Uh, got flight clearance, everything else, but nobody told the base commander that it was a Russian aircraft, an Antonov at that, bringing it into Top Gun. So yeah, it had a 2-star admiral run all over us for doing that one. We had that discussion last night, Mrs. Metcalf. Thank you very much. Hey, Coded. I don't know if you understand how I am about my friends, but you can talk about me all you want, but when you start in on my friends, you can ask Todd when he starts in on Jeff or people's families or anything like that. That's when I get really, really not nice. So, do you want me to get really, really not nice? So, anyway, um, okay, Coded. You want to hurt people that um, are I consider friends. Remember that. Remember it. Hope your mom does too. Buy a lot of tissue. Yeah, that he is. That's okay. I, and nobody blocking, please. Let him. He probably ran away because he knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he's scared of that information getting to his mother. No, I'm good. It's going after you, pal. Yeah, he's a insecure little man. I mean, he has 58-year-old man has to 58-year-old man has to resort to 6th grade jokes. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. 1 second, y'all. Uh, I seem to remember almost 3 months of me not thinking about you, and you I saw everywhere that, from people that you, uh, couldn't get me off your mind. Here comes Bandit to save him. I mean, why don't you and Bandit link up, Coded? I mean, he's the only person that seems to like you. Your wife and kid don't even like you. Your mom really isn't gonna like you. Because you push people and push people.
Oh, damn. That's the fastest I've ever been added to a stage.
Sometimes I move
You're
quick.
quick with it. What's up?
How are you?
Just being fat, just like Coded. You know, we have that in common that
Yeah,
we're both fat bitches. So
yeah, but his isn't carried
why is
because
he so
it's
stuck on
not
you?
situated
Okay,
well.
all right, this might be controversial, but I think that you're his new Dan from Welsh News Network. He's got a
Oh,
hate boner for you and he just doesn't know where to stick it.
he doesn't, and he can't stand it that I can
He
go
just
months
inserts it into
without
random live chats where nobody wants to talk to him. It's weird.
without thinking about him, and
Wow, you get
I
some
mean, if I
very regarded people in your chat. Highly
oh
regarded.
man,
Dude, okay,
if
listen, Coded. When you hate a dude, obsessing about his butthole does not display that. It displays quite the opposite. I think you want to give him a rim job or
yeah,
something. Relax.
he does.
We all saw
He
Dreggy.
needs it.
Yeah, he couldn't even spell Greggy. Dreggy.
He thinks that bothers me.
The
I
last
don't
time I talked
care.
to Coded, I'll repeat what I said because I meant it. You seem to be in a cognitive decline. You should
Hmm.
probably speak to a healthcare professional and get evaluated because it's alarming. Thank you.
Took a break.
Oh, you spelled break like the cars you park, you fucking boob. E-brake, bud. E-brake. Parking brake on. Good job.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, the parking lots call him like the ocean calls Moana.
he he freaking needs to lay off the cocaine.
And cocaine accessories guy. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what this is, but I don't know. We were in Voice one night and we were talking about the psychology of some of these internet people, and we looked at an old stream of codeds versus a coded stream now, and the devolution is fucking wild. It's actually alarming, Bobby. I meant it. Like, you really should get checked out. That's actually scary.
Yeah, he's just, I mean, falling
Did he
off.
leave?
I
Was
mean, the
it
60 or
the parking lot calling him like Moana that scared him?
he had probably had to go park a car, but he's got his boyfriend in here.
Oh, can I give him expert
He's
advice? Bobby, you can't actually park a car in Harvard Yard. You can't. You'll get a ticket. So there's valet advice from from Harvard. Harvard.
Yeah.
Cocaine. Cocaine.
Cooking.
He goes to mental health experts
Yeah,
for legal advice.
that's
That recording was
his
wild.
legalzoom.com.
Yes, he parks cars at strip clubs and restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah, and in his off time sits on the internet spewing his rage because his life's terrible.
When he's
So
not getting DUIs or, having relatives call because he's being abusive or uh, having having
dude,
a rage
he
fit
admitted on the
over
stream.
$30.
Didn't he admit on a stream like a couple weeks ago that he got pulled over while smoking a joint? Or was that an old story? I can never tell because he's so impossible to listen to.
And lies.
Yeah, the stuff he says is so outlandish. It's like, dude, no one ever can take you seriously because you're such an unhinged psycho. And like you don't see that you're an unhinged psycho, and that's the alarming part. The reaction data
Amy,
to protect
watch
the
it.
rich lol cows or some shit. Fucking Jeff. Oh my god.
Oh man, Jeff.
Oh fuck.
What?
Who gave
Hey,
me the story? Nobody gave it to me. I did a ton of research and did everything myself. I found his name from Welsh News Network. I confronted Mr. Kaiser directly, which I've put out publicly numerous times. He was not forthcoming with the information, so I pulled the records myself, made some phone calls, did a lot of interviews. So no one gave me that story. If you'd like to show where anyone gave me these documents or talked to these people for me, I would love evidence of that, you boob. Everyone's a titty today.
yeah.
Did I really
Any?
scare Coded off? All right, hold on. Coded, do you want me to leave so you can come back in the chat and feel safe? You want me to go? I'll
Yeah,
go.
let me. Hang on. I kicked her. You can come. You can come. Come a chameleon. You come and go. You come and go because you're scared. No, he has Bandit here to protect him. Hang on. Here we go. I can't deal with.
Oh, you didn't want to be alone anymore? Yeah, Bandit's a crazy person
I've been,
too.
yes, big time.
I sent Kaiser
He
nudes and
thinks
he
he's
rejected
some
her.
kind
First
of.
of all, biscuits and groovy. If I sent Kaiser nudes, he would not be rejecting me. Stop it. Crazy talk. Oh, there he is. Yay. Wait. Oh, he's back. Oh, it's a delay. He's back at the part where I left. Kick me again. Kick me again.
Oh, we got a kid.
Oh, he wants to human centipede with you and Todd.
How is that coded? I didn't think about him for almost 3 months either. I just left it all behind.
Well, I have a question too, Bobby. Is it your possessive? Is it, or is it you are? You don't even know which your to use, sir. Stick to parking cars. Those are the only lanes you know how to stay in, okay?
How many times you been sued for messing people's cars up because your eyes
Dude,
are
he bragged
tight?
so that Greg, you have to. We have so many recorded voice chats, but he bragged in one that no one can sue him because he doesn't have assets. He's like, "Oh, you're mad you can't sue me," and I was like, "Yeah, because you don't have shit, Bobby." And he's like, "Yeah, and it bothers you." No, it should bother you, you bum motherfucker.
Coded. My last stream was last night, and it was a ADHD filled menagerie of freaking everything.
Well, I
We
know
were
you should
just
thank him,
being
really. Thank you so
crazy.
much, Coded, for stimulating his algorithm to get him monetized. It's because of haters like you that he's now able to get
Uh,
super chats. So thank you, Bobby.
yeah,
Gotta shout out the supporters,
I
you know?
was. Yeah, shout out to my members and the people who donated memberships last night on my first day of being monetized. Thank you all.
I make it
You
hard to not
guys
like
are
me. Sorry,
awesome.
Biscuits and Groovy. I'll try to be worse. It's fine.
Oh man.
I love that he watches your streams, but he hates you so much. Bobby,
Yeah,
you need super
I
chats.
need.
Okay, Bobby, can I explain super chats to you? Super chats are kind of like the tips you get after you park someone's car. That's kind of what a super chat is. So this, just think of YouTube as a big online parking lot, and even here you're inconsequential. Doesn't that
Yeah,
suck?
I mean, you're so successful. You have to actually park the cars,
Dude, he's so
and
successful that he has to be on YouTube spewing his rage instead of with his family, or I don't know, having a fulfilling
yeah,
career that would allow him to not live in his mom's spare room. Little things, you know?
coded. Do you want me to send you the $13 I made last night?
He wants a picture of your
Do you?
starfish, actually. Oh no, now people are
Oh,
petty super chatting, Coded. What are you gonna do?
thank you, Mrs. Metcalf. Coded hates Jesus with every show. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I'm a beggar. I have never asked anybody to give me anything.
No, if you're
Thank you.
monetized, you're a beggar. Yeah.
Oh,
So when he parks
yesterday's
cars,
88
he's begging for
was-
tips, essentially, I guess.
Yes, it was.
Would you let him
It
come
was
on
a
your show to
wild ride.
rage? Would you allow that?
He can. I don't care. Come on
Cody, do you
up,
want to come
Cody.
up, big guy?
You'll have to send me a DM. I don't know how to.
I'm pretty sure
I don't
Greg
know how
gets
to
more viewers than you
implement
live.
it. Let's see. I'm at 41 right now. That's
Oh, yep, you do. Come on, Bobby. Do you think he'd come up? I can't post links in your chat. Coded, if you want to fuck this man in the ass, click the StreamYard link and come up and say it to his face.
yeah. Let me
It's rude to
see
just go
something.
right for the ass. He's like a dog.
Yeah. I mean, you're projecting.
I was Kaiser's
I
right
get it.
hand and taught him everything he knows about blocking people. No, you were blocked bandit because you couldn't refrain from talking about my son, and I don't allow that in my chat. Come at me with something better than trauma. Thank you.
Yeah, those are kind of things that just. Let's see. What the heck was that? Oh, it won't let me send him the message, so he must have me blocked.
I think I might be blocked too. Let me see. Hold on. I had him blocked, but I think he has me blocked too. So we're like super blocking each other.
Because he's scared.
Hold on. Let me find him.
No, I mean, I
Where?
know how y'all talk about her son, so you, sir, are the liar.
Oh, no. Wouldn't let me send it. I don't know anyone in his bullshit.
I just got off the phone with my buddy. I guess it's more common than I thought for stock market millionaires to live in their childhood bedrooms with the title still in their parents' name. Sorry. You don't even own any. No, you can't own anything in the Philippines. That's right. Never mind. That's right. You have no assets.
If crazy.
Um,
Dude, that's not
Cody
even how
Bryant,
HIV works.
you're so
I'm so
dumb.
confused. He just wants to see you hold your arms up so he can aggressively masturbate to it, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. I know, Penny. It's egregious.
Good grief. That's a grown-up bark already.
Dude, she has the deepest bark, and I feel bad because when she sees people, she barks all excited to see them, but it sounds scary. My neighbor came out and was like, oh, I thought that was a whole pit bull, and it was just Airbud.
Yep.
All right, I sent the link to people that might be in his Discord to see if one of them could post it. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's okay. I'm gonna make his mom cry though. He goes too far, so I will return.
Always, and for no fucking reason. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Oh, Bandit, that's a basic Snapchat filter picture that I took. That's my picture. He's trying.
And
I love that Coded's ilk are a bunch of lying psychopaths. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then they want to call other people liars as when
Well, it's like thieves always think people are
recorded
stealing from them.
evidence.
Thieves always think people are stealing from them. Liars always think they're being lied to. Oh, Coded, is that your sock account? Oh. That's not even a bad picture of me. You're so terrible at this. Like, I make an
Dorothy
expression with my
Mantooth
face.
is a saint.
Iraqi nudes for sale. Who's Iraqi nudes? I'm confused. Logan? Is he from Iraq? I didn't even know that.
No.
Yeah, the typo gave it away. It's fine.
Look in the back chat.
Oh, geez. Put it in the back door. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. I was just going to sit backstage for a while, but it's okay.
Oh, I sent you
sorry.
the link because I was like, maybe she can post it in Codeds because
I did.
There. Oh, okay.
I sent it to him in a DM, but he's scared.
Oh, he's always so scared.
He just wants to do fuck shit, and
yes, Bandit. I'm fake. Mr. Kaiser is also currently incarcerated in a fake prison. None of it's real. You're right. You're right.
No. But not that I've been to the court and seen the judge actually issue the warrant.
No, fake news. Fake news that ended up being true. Shout out Katie Zed, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who just don't get it.
No.
It's like there are known knowns and there are no unknown.
Because there's just on vacation. Any Wally threats coming? Who did I threaten with Wally? I mean, people should be scared getting on Wally's bad side. He's incredibly intelligent and resourceful, and he's very good at his intel stuff. So that's why I own a company with him. Greg hiding behind two extremely fat women. Yes, Coded. Every woman is fat to dry-dicked men. I don't know if you've known this, but when guys don't get laid, they call every woman fat. It's crazy.
The women can't release.
Wait, people want to come up on your channel, so now you're hiding behind them.
Yes, you got to invite. You're too scared.
Yeah, you were invited, Bobby. So okay. See, in this situation on my channel, I would tell a wrench to time him out until he comes up and says it with his chest, because he likes to be a fucking keyboard chest guy. I know, Penny. It's fucking Bobby. You're fat too. You have like D cup titties yourself, sir. Stop it.
Mine are even A's.
Oh.
Oh, who's sitting in jail, Bandit?
I literally own a company where I aid in investigations, and several of those have been murders, yes. And? Fuck, it's like Jeff's here with us.
He's got a free reign to come up here anytime he wants to. Oh, look, Coded.
I did fuck all. I stole people's stories. Suck my cock, dude. Now you're just grasping.
Now Coded is parroting Bandit.
Just like you're the same person. Coded. Absolutely none of your business.
Of all the people she would tell, you think it would be you?
Dude, the truth stands on its own. I don't have to prove shit to this valet that's holed up in his mom's spare room.
Yeah.
Bandit.
Sorry.
I've told you.
Bandit, wait, no, Bandit. I challenge you to find one other person with the copies of the Afghanistan report. One other person that has that without my watermark on it. Because I know for a fact I'm the only one with a copy of that. But I stole a story from someone. Get out of here.
But if you think it on my channel, Bandit, say it.
GJ, you do sweep for Wyatt, and if you look through his Facebook, he's been grifting like this for several years. Yes. It's actually quite malignant, and he's using how people perceive him on the internet and his disabilities in order to garner financial gain.
Even his fiance is begging him to get off YouTube.
Yeah, his fiance was on the phone on his stream begging him to stop doing it. You are enabling this man.
Tough.
I'm sorry, if somebody's a severe diabetic and you're sending them money to get takeout food every day, you're killing them. Period. If you're
Facts.
sending him soda and fucking chocolate milk and all, you're killing him. So don't sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to bash a disabled guy. He's not taking care of his health, and you guys are all facilitating that, and that's disgusting. I said the same thing when Triggered Limey was clearly on drugs on a stream. Anyone giving him money was facilitating in his death. Same thing goes here. That man lost toes over his diabetes, and you're helping him spike his blood sugar all the time. Get the fuck out of here. You're not doing anything good. You're just not.
Thank you, Mrs. Metcalf.
No, he can't come up here and talk to people because he gets flustered and he starts, like, you can hear the spit
He
coming out of his
started
mouth
shouting.
and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
And you can understand why.
He hates women and he won't talk to them.
So it's just because it's the self-hatred. So
Well, I'm not even saying money you've sent, but jannying his chat and not letting anyone see like what is actually going on with this guy is you facilitating the grift very clearly. I didn't think I needed to explain that. That's fine. Oh God, Penelope.
If you think it, say it.
Bandit, why don't you click the link? I've offered numerous times to talk to you. You've been obsessed with me for several years. Just click the link. It's not hard.
Come on up, eh? And that's no dig on any of my Canadian friends. I just like to say it.
I love sorry. I love how Canadian people say sorry.
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 Like it's
sorry,
Tom Cruise's kid. Sorry. I think it's adorable.
Hey, Bandit, do you reside in Regina?
No, he resides in my vagine. Shiz is a phony. Okay, show evidence. No evidence. That's crazy that you constantly shout all these things with zero evidence. Just to make you want to hate fuck me and move along.
What does that mean? Is that a threat?
Oh, are you counting down to my trip too? Oh, besties.
Oh, how sweet.
It is very sweet of him. Thank you, Bandit.
Time's ticking.
Yeah. Okay.
Into the future? I mean, it keeps on. Well, I mean,
no, the link was posted
Saskatchewan's
in
is
Discord
huge.
for him.
So, but there's not many towns.
I mean, you could drop the link for Bandit to come up in the chat, I guess.
Oh, I can't. I don't have a wrench here, I don't think. Do I?
No.
Am I wrenchified?
Pete, you're not wrenchified in here yet.
Oh, I don't need to be. I'm
Are you okay with me posting the link in the chat?
As long as you have a wrench,
in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can determine who comes up and or not.
Yeah.
Oh God, Finkel's gonna jump up, aren't you? Thanks. Fink, you can only jump up if you accidentally cash at me $100 again.
Good.
Thank you.
There you go. There's the StreamYard link if anybody wants to come argue with us.
I have another like half hour of kid free time, so let's fucking rumble.
Bandit and Coded.
Royal Rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, be brave little
little
toasters, guys. Come on.
Oh man.
They can only talk tough in safe spaces.
I didn't. Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
Oh, I said cash at me, thanks. What the fuck, bro? I gotta pay for a trip. Like, come on.
Oh man, I'm glad it's only 45 minutes away.
Is that the real Stan?
Yes.
Stan, really? Really? Okay. I've seen some of them. After you put out his texts, I've seen and heard the contents of yours. So.
And Stan, I really hope that
Click the
you're
link,
not
Stan. Take your finger. Click the
providing
link.
information to Coded that would hurt friends of mine. That would disappoint me.
I want Stan
I
more than
leave you
anything to
alone,
click the
Stan.
link. Don't you guys want Stan to click the link?
Yeah.
I think Stan should click the link. There's no teams, Bandit.
Put down your copper mug of coffee, click the link, and come on up, Stan.
Click the link. Like, you guys talk real tough with your phalanges, and you can't say it with your chest. Oh yeah, on today of all days, someone should make Stan click that link.
Mm-hmm.
Coda, that's bullshit.
Sure.
There's screenshots in my Discord of him DMing you people's addresses and names and shit. Like, you guys talk about it publicly, and then you're like, that never happened. Gaslighting losers. Stop it. Click the link. Can someone post the link again in case they missed it? They're kind of slow.
Yeah.
Highly regarded.
They're probably on Top Chat.
Probably.
Mods should be on Top Chat.
No. I mean, okay. Get that restart on. El Jefe.
There's literally a whole channel in my Discord. Coded, click the link. Nobody respond to Coded or Stan until they get the absolute balls to click the fucking link. They just want attention in the chat. If they don't want to click the link, then fuck
If I
'em.
time them out, they can still click the link, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, those screenshots are in there where you asked about something and Stan said he had that person's info and was going to DM you. So yeah, you have gotten info from Stan and talked about it publicly in your secure fucking Discord.
If you're putting up addresses, no, sir, on public servers.
I didn't demand that anyone do anything. I think you're just applying your kink to me again, Bobby. Stop it. I'm closer to you than your wife and kids, so I see the allure. But even I don't want to be around you. Sorry.
That's
They're
why he
both
likes
timed
me
out.
so much. He's so close.
He's really edging. He's an edge lord, literally and figuratively.
That's why he really wants me. Whoa, buddy.
Oh.
You still didn't
Finkel.
cash at me that, you dickhead.
No, he said
Finkel.
he cashed apped you too.
No, he super chatted.
Oh, wasn't
you.
it? The joke was missed.
Fine.
Oh, okay. Well, Finkel, I appreciate the super chat, but this isn't his channel.
Dude, the way it was handled, I literally posted it because you sent $100 with like a thing saying you would never send me a penny, and it was fucking funny. I was like, oh my god.
Man, I guess I'm a sellout.
Do we need another link?
Lupe,
Are they having
Lupe,
trouble finding the link?
Lupe, don't. Please, I'm begging.
I'm gonna get blamed for that. So cool.
I'm not timing her out. I'm just deleting the message.
Zoom over the head.
Just one of them, yeah.
No, I got that you but I do appreciate it very much, Finkel. Random numbers.
Jesus Christ. Click the fucking link, Stan, Coded, either one of you. Come up together if you need. Angel will leave.
Bandit.
I'll leave if you just want to talk to Greg. Like, we'll
can
facilitate your sensitivities.
We can go 3-on-3. Let's go. Get it.
Giggity.
Little bit of 3-on-3.
They won't click it. They're pussies.
Half court.
They talk about people being keyboard tough guys. They're literally keyboard tough guys.
Keyboard scaredies. I didn't time me out. Sorry, my queen. They need immoral support. What? Keep
Yeah,
watching.
GJ, I'm contrary to
Then-
popular belief. Most of us are very against that behavior. It's just assigned to us a lot.
Do you remember? Oh, who's
But
this?
it's so stupid. He's
It's
asking me if I
what
remember something
you
Kaiser said.
said.
Kaiser could have went live and said the sky was purple, and how the fuck would that have anything to do with me? I don't control that man's behavior or thoughts or actions.
All right, Stan. Let's all
Hi,
behave.
teacher. What's up?
Not much. Just
According to
living the
Angel,
dream.
On Discord, you owe me a reach around.
What?
I do.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't get
That's-
jokes or sarcasm, guys. You have to really spell it out.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm out here trying to get my dick wet with everything, according to that woman.
When did I
Well-
say that?
I didn't. Oh, who's that? Angel? Oh, a few weeks ago.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah.
well. Fix the
about
problem,
it.
Spartan. Fix the problem for yourself or to help.
Stan, what problems have I been having with me and Wally? What's that about?
I don't know. He
Tell me more.
texted me. I didn't text him.
Well, he texted you because you've spent about 8 months now acting like an absolute psychopath all over the internet. So
Really? So
Yeah.
for 3 months, I didn't have people sent to my house. I didn't have
listen,
my house
sir, no,
covered
you're not going to
with-
sit here
let
and
me
assign
finish.
Irish Demon's
Oh,
behavior
here
to
we
me.
go.
I
Here
had
we go.
nothing to do with that, Stan. You
No,
cannot
nothing
punish
at all.
other people for someone's behavior. That's
Who's
not
Anna
right.
Lynch? Who is Anna Lynch? You posted her
Coded's
name in
wife?
Discord.
Why the fuck why are we talking about Coded now?
I'm not talking about Coded.
Oh, then I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, Stan, because I don't care about this shit. You've been a
Really?
psycho
You
forever
posted
assigning
that
shit to me that I
name
don't
and-
care about.
Okay, I know you don't care about because it doesn't affect you. It affects other people.
No, after you spoke about my daughter, I
know,
threatened to
I
put out
talked
your
about
records, sir, and I
parenting
didn't
skills.
even do it.
Here we go. You can never let somebody finish.
No, because you're not going to fucking talk shit about my children on the internet and join the
You
local
already
area moms
did.
group, you fucking psycho.
Really? I'm a psycho.
Me talking
then
in
how
a
come you
private
posted
group
this
for
shit
moms
a
in my
public
town
forum?
has nothing to do with a guy from upstate New York that can't even hold on to teeth. Stop it.
100%.
Finish.
It's fucking
Finish what you're
psychotic,
gonna say.
Stan. It's nuts. It's unhinged.
Finish.
behavior.
What's unhinged? What's unhinged?
Irish
November
Demon is unhinged
24th.
too, but instead of going at him for what he did to you, you decided to assign it to me and then
Really?
fucking
Who
dox
sent me a
peripheral
link to
people
your
over it.
Discord, November 24th at 7 in. Who did that?
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
don't know? I know.
How would I know that?
There's
Yeah.
mods.
It's your Discord.
What's the date? I'll go check the fucking log and see who generated a link.
Already
Like, what a
told
weird
you
question.
many
I don't fucking know.
times. Pay a fucking attention.
Who? Penny. Who? Don't make me an owl, bruh. Who?
I
Penny
mean,
thought it
don't
was a
play
bird.
this coy stuff if you're gonna make
I'm
an
not
accusation.
playing
No, if
Coy.
someone sent you a link again, I want to understand how the fuck that has anything to do to me
Fucking
with me.
7
That's
o'clock
because
in
it's
the
my
morning
Discord.
on my birthday. I get a link to your fucking
Okay,
Discord.
and sir, I am not
Who
Spider
jumped on
Dog
it?
or whoever the
Who
fuck
decides
sent
to
it to
jump
you. I
on
don't
me?
even remember who.
Who decides
That
to
had
jump
nothing
on
to
me?
do with me. That
You,
had nothing. No one,
Alfie,
Stan, I
and
need
that
to make
fucking
something very
demon.
clear to you. No one knew it was your birthday because no one gave a
Bullshit.
fuck, sir.
Cascato did.
No one knew. That's not
Scotto
bullshit.
did.
Summer had to go back a
Okay.
year in her messages to find out it was
Scotto
your
fucking
birthday.
did
No
the
one
day
fucking
before.
knew.
No one
Scotto
cares
did.
when your birthday is.
See, I don't even care when my
Obviously,
own birthday
I
is,
fucking
bud.
do.
Okay, I didn't invite you to my server. I didn't want you there. I didn't want
I
interaction with
didn't
you
want
after
to
you
go
fucking
there.
lost your shit. I
lost
didn't
my
fucking
shit.
send you the invite. How is that my fault?
I've had a fucking invite 3 different times since. Right, Angel?
She did ask me to send you an invite one
Yeah.
time when you were going off on all kinds of weird shit.
Really?
And we
Yeah,
wanted
you were
you to-
saying real weird shit, dude.
you to come into Discord so we could talk to you like a
Yeah,
person.
just like this.
But you didn't join.
Yeah.
You screamed
Yeah,
at
I'm just
like
talking
this.
to you,
Hang on a
Stan.
second,
Well,
everybody.
because I'm trying to
Okay.
talk to you. My name is Shannon.
Hey.
What you're not going to do is assign other people's behavior to me. I'm not going to
What-
allow that.
My
sir.
name is Stan.
Yeah.
It's
Hang-
right there. I don't hide behind shit. And I've had people
Hang
sent to my
on a
house.
second, Stan.
Yes,
I've had
Irish
Stan,
Demon
hang on.
admittedly
my
did that.
fucking
Yes,
shit
Irish
up
Demon. Do you
on
want his legal
Facebook.
name? No, Stan, if that is your gripe, do you want his legal name so you can pursue legal avenues on that? Because I had nothing to do with it. It was
Oh,
him
really?
alone.
Really? You
Yes.
want to see
Hang
the
on a
text
second.
message?
Hang on a second. Hang on.
I don't care.
Wait.
Stan, that has nothing to do with it.
I'm
Me
muting.
going
Sent
at
me a
you.
threatening text message. Go fuck yourself.
Me
Hang
saying if
on
you don't
a
stop talking
second,
about my children
please.
I
publicly
didn't say
and talking
shit
about my
about your
daughter's
child.
disability. Yes, you did.
No,
Yes,
I
you
did
did. The
not.
screenshots in my Discord.
read-
Yes,
go
you
ahead and
did,
bring 'em
Stan. You
up.
put a comment on Codeds about my daughter.
Hang on a second, please. Thank you. Derek, yeah, that went on for like an hour and 45 minutes. And then so
Yeah.
Angel didn't
So
prove
what
I
if-
was a liar. Stan was talking about the link on his birthday, and Angel Gamer did not send him a link on his birthday. So you're conflating two things. Coded, click the link.
yeah. And so what if I did? You can't even be around your wife for more than a week at a time.
You spelled
weeks a
koi
year.
wrong too. It's not even a word.
He likes fish.
That's not even how you spell the fish.
I like fish. I plan on going fishing here in a little bit.
Well, good.
Trout season's open. Tell Mr. Costello, since he's a big fan of yours.
Oh, wait, got to drag in more people. Okay.
Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Well, he doesn't think like New York has salmon fishing for some fucking reason. Fucking retard.
So who fucking cares? Who
Yeah,
cares?
He
Why does
obviously
that
fucking
matter?
does.
Why does that matter? He doesn't even know about the fish in my state. Okay. What the fuck kind of gripe is that with someone?
Yes, Finkel, we do. But they're scared.
Who's scared?
Coded and baked it.
Yeah, because they didn't click the link.
Yeah, we're not talking about you.
Well, I'm up
I
here
was
if I
reading
get
the
over
super
thought,
chat.
so I don't even know why you would click the fucking link.
What? What was that,
You
Stan?
get over talked regardless if you're on here or in the chat, so who fucking gives a shit?
Well, because in the chat,
I
people
can't-
say a lot of things that they don't have the balls to say with their face hole.
Just
You're
like
saying
you.
I can't
How
get
about
over
them
Todd?
fucking slugs?
Sorry, I
What?
wouldn't run your business for you, Stan,
I
while
never
raising
asked
3
you to
children.
run a
I
fucking
really
business.
apologize for that.
Never
You're a
asked you to run a
psycho,
business.
Stan. Look at even my dog is agitated by your existence.
Who gives a fuck about a dog with a dying heart? Who gives a fuck? Nobody
dying
cares.
Man,
heart?
that's rude.
Yeah.
Hey,
We all do,
She had a
actually.
small
You don't
hole in
think
her
Lupe
heart
talking
as a
about my
puppy,
dog
which
isn't rude? You
easily
too.
healed, which is very common in humans and animals, that they will heal as they grow. Her heart's been fine for months. You guys are clinging to whatever you can because you can't admit that your fucking dry dicks and the ginger lady upset you. That's a facts.
But what was the Todd statement? I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm not. Who gives a fuck about Todd?
Okay. You said somebody couldn't get over Todd. I was just trying to figure out who you was talking about.
No,
Since
I'm
Coded
just
was
saying, like, it's amazing if I say something rude, you'll bring it up. But yet, shit's been way worse than has been said to me. But that's perfectly all right, right, Angel?
By whom?
I know you've seen the shit in Discord, Angel. We're all in the same fucking Discord server.
Okay, but Stan, what you're not understanding is
fuck
no one
yourself.
controls
Go
anyone
fuck
else's
yourself.
behavior, Stan.
Go
Group
fuck
assigning
yourself.
behavior is a sign of psychosis.
Oh, you're so
Group
hideous
assigning
and vile.
behavior is a sign of mental illness, Stan.
You want to know what's mentally ill? All right, lady. You put my
Obsessing about a
financial
woman that
records
wants
out
nothing to
there.
do with you for 8
All right?
months?
Hey, who's Anna Lynn? Tell me who is Anna Lynn. Since
I
you put
don't
her name
know.
up. Who is that?
I don't, dude. What the
You
fuck is he
put her
talking
name
about?
up there
Where?
in Discord. Don't you have the screenshots?
When did I bring her up?
January.
Okay,
What?
so after you were repeatedly commenting coded streams with my parents' street, threatening to dox my older brother, and talking about my daughter, I posted a news article about your
My what?
absconded wife.
My what wife? Say that again.
Does your wife live with you?
I don't know. You tell me. You have my records.
No, I don't, Stan. I
Yes,
literally
you
don't
do.
fucking
You
care. I just
sent
wanted you
me
to leave me
shit.
alone.
Shit, you sent me a fucking.
I said
threatening
I would
text
put out
message
anything
in
I
December.
found on you if you didn't leave my kids
In
alone.
December.
That's what I said, you crazy,
What's up,
weird
Anthony?
dude that is obsessed with strangers' kids. That's what I said. I
I
said
was-
that I would do it if
hold
you
on,
didn't stop, and I
hold
didn't do
on,
it. Show
hold
me.
on.
Show me where I did it.
Hold
Show
on,
me where
let's-
I put out your records. Show me.
Gito, can you mute
Proof.
her so somebody gets something across?
Because I'm not going to
Who?
let you lie, Stan. You're a psycho.
Or maybe I'll just mute you, Stan, because like you don't get to just jump in and say, hold on, while she's talking because you want to jump in right there. Not how any of this works. So like calm down. One person talks, the other person talks. That's kind of how conversations work. So,
No, I didn't even know Hefe was back there. It's like Batman's watching over us. He's going to meet me now.
What's up, Shuggy?
Okay, what did you want to say, Staniel?
Who?
It's an American Dad reference. They call him Staniel because his name's Stan.
Who's Daniel? If you're gonna be a
Literally
fucking
just
amateur
explained
brat,
it to you.
we can play that game too. Or do you
I
want to
literally
be
just
civil?
explained to you that it's a reference
Come
to a show
on,
called
man.
Come on,
American
let's
Dad.
be civil, or are you gonna be a douche?
You're the only one.
I
You
So,
Stan.
so
holy
you
shit.
ended that sentence with civility with that word is kind of uncivil. So, shut up, Bandit. Let's talk it out. Don't demand she tell you who somebody else is that she's already said she doesn't know.
G2,
That doesn't.
she posted that name publicly in Discord, along with my financial records have been posted.
Show me. Show me where. Send me a screenshot of me
Jenny's.
publicly posting that.
All right, I can do
Sir,
that.
Yeah,
a
this-
server with like
It
20
posted.
people.
Yeah.
And again, after you would not stop talking about my children and joining local area moms groups to stalk me. Yeah.
Whoa, wait a
I
minute.
fucking put out anyone can Google your name in your
What's up,
town and that
Kiki?
article comes up on the second page.
Well, then it's perfectly
So-
all right to give other people's addresses out there with a Google search. You've said that.
Where did I put your address out?
Right there in Discord.
Show me. Show
Not
me.
a problem.
Okay.
Okay, bring up. Show it.
G2, I believe you're in the same Discord as Jenny's, correct?
I don't read everything.
If you're talking
I'm
about the
asking you a
screenshot I
question.
took of you
It's a yes or no
posting
question.
Lupe's post, if you're talking about the screenshot I took of you posting Lupe posting your fucking Holmes
Jenny's
records,
Asylum.
then that's not me, bud.
No, it's not
Is
you
it
at
Jenny's?
all.
Me
Is it
screenshotting
Jenny's
Lupe's post is not me posting it. Jesus fuck.
Not a problem then.
Is it
It's not
Jenny's
me. I'm just
Asylum?
sharing shit. Which, by the way, what women's group did I
Okay, I'm
join?
with
Stop, Stan. I'm not getting into your weird stalker shit.
No, you just made this claim. What women's group did I join?
You didn't join the moms group for my town?
No, I did not. You want to know where that information came from? Turtle Boy.
So you were able to
Well,
send
that's
coded direct links to posts in that group because Turtle Boy had them?
So y'all associate with Turtle Boy.
Deflect
Yeah,
it.
they do, right? Imagine hating someone so much you run to Turtle Boy.
I didn't run to Turtle Boy. It's literally
You
been
use
out.
his shit as evidence when he's literally scum of the earth.
Yeah.
Regardless if he's a
Daniel,
scum of
look
the
at
earth
that
or
guy.
not, he used your
Shiz, can you talk again? Someone's echoing, and I'm just trying to figure out who's
Yeah.
fucking the thing up.
No, I thought it was Stan.
Oh yeah, I muted
His
him.
thing
That's
was
what I
like
thought
he had
too.
gray around him, so I think it was
Okay.
coming from his mic.
Okay.
He's probably on speakerphone out in his wood shop. So.
No, I'm not in my wood shop.
We were just trying to figure out that, Joe, mate.
Right, but like that audible rape you got going on, like
I can't handle it.
It's
Sorry.
hurting my brain.
Or did you go on speaker or something?
I am on speaker, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
you
it
can't
is.
have it on speaker. Like you want to record it, figure out better fucking.
I'm not recording.
All right, well, like, why are you on speakerphone then?
Because that's what I have.
But when you're on speaker,
No,
we
it
can hear
wasn't doing
ourselves
that
echoing
until
back.
you decided.
Yeah, like, all right, that's the end. I'm done with it. Like,
That was
either
ear assault.
stop doing it or like
Yeah, it
Yeah.
it wasn't.
just
It wasn't me
started
and
doing
Angel,
No.
Mrs. Metcalf.
Right. it. So
Jeff-
like,
Jeff quickly educated me on that problem
what
when I did it all the time.
what I do?
Jeff's like the
The
best
echo.
producer aside from Scotto.
Mandy
Educated
taught
me
me
on,
everything I know.
He's gonna turn his hair wrap into a bow. You should do the bow hairstyle. Like you get the
Bow
like foam
hairstyle.
things for your hair and wrap your hair around it and make your hair
For
a bow.
Mayoween.
Can you be Mandy from Mayoween?
For sure.
Oh,
Can you do
It
your
is
makeup that
Mayoween.
well though?
I'm gonna be Dipper.
Scotto's gonna be all the characters because he's the best.
Scotto's gonna have like 12 costume changes, I bet. Oh, puppies. Oh, puppies.
What's up,
Aw.
Lucy?
Oh.
There's my boy. I saw him.
Oh wow, that one looks like yours, huh? Oh.
Stan, if you fix your audio, you can come back up and talk to us. But
Yeah, you just
Other
can't
than
be on
that, no.
speaker, dude. It's just us echoing, and it's so terrible. I can't.
Yeah. It kills my tinnitus, like in a very bad way.
Oh, the puppies.
So cute.
Are they still in the baby
So,
phase?
18 is like, what the world
Oh.
happened?
I think he was trying to unmute his mic and
Oh, probably pulled his monitors out.
People from Boston know I'm phony, but I was called Boston's Shannon. People relied on me for unbiased news and evidence. That's wild.
Exactamundo.
No pussy shit.
Even ones people threaten to sue me over, but he won't sue me.
look
I
at how many
just-
viewers you get as soon as there's a little bit of drama. All these people coming in.
Nobody likes my boring. Come on,
Prove that I
where you
neglected my
at?
daughter. That is defamation per se. That is not what happened at all. And you're just egregiously lying on a disabled child. That's fucking disgusting.
You have the
Why are
link,
you
Cody.
in
You can come
Vegas?
talk to
Yeah,
us.
come fucking talk to me about my daughter, you strange internet dude in his 50s that lives with his mom. That's not alarming at all that you can't be around your kid, but you want to talk about mine.
He's almost 60 and he goes to grade school insults.
He's around my
He's a-
dad's age. Like,
Mhm.
yikes. Lives with his mommy.
Don't say he's around your dad's age. He's
Oh, Bandit, I
little
suggest
more
you
than
download
half a
Twitter, where
decade
Live
older.
Boston confirmed that I worked for them for 2 years and that I was operations manager and lead investigative reporter specializing in homicide. You're 2000 and late, bud. Welsh News Network and Turtle Boy tried that shit to the point where Live Boston came out and was like, no, she
Thanks, Derek.
definitely didn't just right too. Okay, explain to me how my daughter's eye condition could have been caused by neglect. I'll wait.
Post it again, Angel.
Yeah, I got it.
And Coded Bandit, come on up.
I just don't
Scared
understand
boys.
not
Actually,
liking someone and obsessing about their child. Like that's a weird psychology there. That's where you go.
Yeah.
No.
it's kind of like obsessing over their penis and their
I will beg if anyone wants to Cash App, PayPal, or anything towards the Alabama trip. All the links are in my last live stream's description. Thank you very much. Thanks for reminding me, Coded.
Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. How do I fix that?
He just has to wait it out.
No, it's
Oh no, what did he
okay.
say that I missed?
Did you see what
I
happened?
saw the ban.
Yeah, they're timed out.
What
but,
happened?
It's
Okay.
just 5 minutes.
It was
so they just
timed
have
out.
to wait.
Just click the link.
Yeah,
They can
that's
still click
all.
the link even if they're
That's the
timed
only
out.
reason
Oh, it does say banned.
Yeah, I kind of need a. Okay. Oh, where did she go?
I don't know. Okay, Scotto fixed it.
Okay, thank you, Scotto.
Scotto's amazing.
All right. Are you better?
I don't know. Am I?
Yes.
Yes.
No, dude, I'm not recording this. What do I gain from recording this? And that's the gayest shit ever, dude.
I don't know. I don't know what people's motivations are. I mean, that's just
Same.
like
I don't know anymore. People are fucking weird, right, Angel?
That's like assigning other people's behaviors to one person. It's
Dude,
weird.
you have no idea what this household's gone through in the last fucking 5 months. Don't give me that shit. You've not been given fucking threatening text messages, been pulled
Oh,
through
really?
shit.
Ask
Has your
Coded.
your house been put on the market yet?
Nobody put
No,
your
but that's
house on
pretty
the
funny.
market.
Yeah, bullshit. Don't tell me that because somebody did put my house up on the market.
If they did, that's awful.
Yeah, I wonder who that fucking was. That's
I mean,
what
you're
I don't
assigning
understand
all
about-
of that. You're assigning all of that to
Where's the
somebody
proof?
that you have no
Proof?
proof of.
Oh, okay. How about Guadalupe putting up my ads up in Jefferson County for my business to help me out? You want proof of that? I know you've seen it, Angel.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You're in the same fucking Discord as I am. Don't tell me that.
I did not see anything about that.
Oh, it's amazing how you're blind to this shit.
That's
the same
exactly
fucking
it. You're,
Do you
Discord
think that we all
assigned
just sit around and obsess about you, Stan?
See, there
Because
you go.
we don't.
Deflecting. You see the same shit.
No.
It's not about obsessing.
Yeah, show the receipts.
Not a problem. Again,
and
Sheds,
and
who is
you
Anna Lynn?
assigned you
Who is Anna Lynn?
again. You said it was Lupe, and now
Lupe
you're
is
asking Shiz.
I'm also asking Shiz, who is Anna Lynn and why did she bring up Anna Lynn?
She said she didn't know.
Doesn't matter. She still put up her name. I did not drop anybody's personal names up until this shit started.
Oh, is she?
Now I don't give a fuck. Because it's amazing how it's perfectly all right to have it done to me, but if I do it, I'm a fucking psycho. Explain that to me, please. Explain that.
Coded, I stand 10 toes on my own. And you
I'm not here holding water for anybody. Nobody's ever fucking held water for me. I'm here by myself.
That's a cope. Nobody's ever held.
Explain to me how, if my information's plastered all over Discord, right? That's perfectly all right. But if I do it and I'm mentioning and referencing shit that's publicly available, I'm the fucking bad guy. Please explain that to me.
I've never seen it. You've just said
Well,
you did it.
I can
So,
definitely show you.
well, that's all we've asked for is proof.
Yeah.
That's the only
Definitely
thing.
can show you.
When
You use your real name for your YouTube, your business, everything. So
Yeah, does that mean my financial records are allowed to be plastered all over Discord?
I have never seen your financial records.
I've never seen your financial records.
Not a problem. I can. They're already there.
I don't
so
need
why
to
not
see
share
them,
even more,
but-
right?
Yeah, I don't care what your finances are.
Sorry, I didn't even know what was happening when I was gone because I had to restart my phone.
You're good. I figured it was something like that.
What a pain.
Or
All right, what did I miss?
any-
What's my fault now?
He's saying
the
that
financial
Who is-
record.
financial
handling
record.
Putting his. She has said several times she doesn't know, and I'm taking that as gospel.
Okay,
right
she
now.
doesn't
I've
know.
seen no
Why
proof.
did you post that name in Discord?
Dude,
Then
you're
show
asking
me
me
where
about
it is on
shit from months
Discord.
ago.
I've
I'm
never
Not a
sorry.
seen it.
problem.
Like,
I can do that. You know I can do that.
Stan, other people have lives. You think I remember any of this shit from months ago? You're the only one psycho obsessed with it.
Because it affected me. Therefore, I remember. That it's not about obsession. Stop using your psychotic words. It's not about obsession. You posted that
Dude,
name.
So
Didn't-
you, okay,
Why?
after you
Why did
doxed
you post
Summer,
that
you
name?
doxed Burns, you doxed my parents, you
I did
spoke
not
about
dox
my
Burns.
child.
I did not dox Burns. And Summer,
Yes, you did.
hold on. Summer
Let's-
decided to utilize private
You
conversation.
said hold on after I was already quiet, you fucking weirdo. What's your excuse for doxing Summer?
Hey, if she was, I don't owe her a damn thing. Okay? And she wants to use private
No
conversation.
teams, Bandit.
Not a problem.
Because you were publicly lying.
About what?
Is the problem. So when you publicly lie about someone, they're going to negate that with evidence.
Publicly lying about
That's what
what?
happens.
Publicly lying about
You were
what?
saying that Summer was talking shit about me, and she showed the
Somebody
text out
was.
showing that she would not engage with that with you.
Somebody was. I didn't say it was Summer. Now did
Somebody isn't Summer. Yes, you did say it was Summer.
I? No, I
Stop
didn't.
it.
Prove it. Show the receipts. Prove it.
I'll recharge my old phone right now, but Summer probably already has the screenshot because I sent it to her when you said it.
Prove that I said it was Summer.
This is so tedious trying to get you back to
Wait,
reality,
wait.
Stan. This has been
I'm-
8 months.
It's fucking childish until somebody gets sent to my home.
Hang on.
I am not
Hang
Irish
on.
Demon. Thank the Lord in
Do I
heaven
know
for
that? I don't fucking know that. Surely
Oh,
You don't know
come
that I'm
on,
not
man.
Irish Demon?
either.
Are
but
you
yet-
fucking come on?
Well,
Dude, you're so trying so hard to justify being obsessed with me for 8 fucking months.
Who is obsessed
Let it
with
go.
you? Who
Hang
said
on.
me
You-
fucking like
hang on.
your
Wait a
Discord?
second.
Stan. You just asked her for evidence. We've been asking
did.
you for evidence since you made the initial claim. So, provide your evidence. She has said she would provide hers. Everybody knows that when I come on, I have evidence and I'm ready to go. But if you can't get it right now, then that's understandable. And we can
I will make
revisit
sure
this.
you are tagged
But
in the one Discord where you are in, so you can see it.
okay, but they're continuously going back and forth over it and over it again without providing evidence. Is not
8
getting
months, and every
anybody
time I've
anywhere.
gone to him, and say, show me what I've done, he shows me what other people have done.
Shit.
And that's another
Even
thing.
Wally tried to reason
You-
with him, and he fucking couldn't. Like, this is out of control.
You want to know what's out of control? Sending people to my home.
Okay, then you should take that up
You're
with Irish
accusing
Demon,
her.
John O'Day. John O'Day from Ireland. You should take it up with him because
I can
I'm not
tell
him.
the
I didn't do that to you.
I can tell
I've never done that to anyone.
Hey, hey, officer, I'm sorry this lady's in a ditch and wrecked her car being scammed for internet.
I'm
fraud."
not
Well,
Irish Demon.
bro,
Please
hold
stop
on.
assigning his
Please let
behavior to me. He told you to your face that he fucking did it. Stop.
No, actually, he did not.
You're. Oh my God! From his YouTube email. From his YouTube email, he sent you a lengthy confession. That's in my Discord, G2. Angel Gamer, hold on. I think Angel Gamer has it. We'll pull it up.
Oh, she's not causing anything by proxy. He made an accusation. She's backing it up, and I've asked him to back his up. I'm asking
By
you to come
proxy,
up
I'm the
here
one who
and
blasted
advocate.
Demon for doing it. I had something to do with it, but I blasted him for doing it. Get
You
the
want to know
fuck
what's
out of
funny?
here.
It's funny how Angel Gamer said nobody put my house up for sale, yet Shiz in that same live stream mentioned it. I hadn't told anybody that my house had been put
Okay,
up for
sir,
sale.
but
I thought
listen,
it
if you
was a
listen further into
scam.
that stream,
I'm not
Jeff brings it
listening
up
to
again, and I said, oh, I misspoke.
it.
I meant to say listed things for sale at your house. I corrected myself in the same fucking stream, but you were too psycho to
Same
watch
way
the
you
rest of it.
misspoke.
No one
Same
listed.
way you
Show
misspoke
proof that
about
anyone
selling
listed
I
your
drugs
actually
house
for
for
remember
sale.
that one.
Show
Selling
proof
dope
anyone
for drugs
listed your
misspoke.
house. Show proof that anyone put your house up for sale. You legally cannot just sell off someone's house, you dumb boob. It's a legal process. You can't just put someone else's house for sale. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like you would know.
Yeah,
Like,
I would. My mom was a real estate agent before she was a teacher, dumb clam. Great
hang on
research
a
you did,
second. We've
huh?
got a special guest.
The ladies on the show, make me a sandwich.
You didn't say it right. Sandwich.
What
Can't
sandwich?
I
use
make
the
a mean
W.
Reuben.
Make me a sandwich.
Oh man, now I want a Reuben. Thank you.
I'm
Eat your
mad.
cereal and then take
I'm
tequila
mad
shots.
because I keep emailing Shiz and she doesn't respond. I just email her and she doesn't respond. So now she has to make me a sandwich.
Dude, that gooch licking fucking, oh my God, that gooch licking email where he's like, I want you to have the honor of being the first woman on my show.
That was too funny.
That shit was so weird. And I didn't see it. And he flipped, I didn't know he existed until he flipped out about it.
Okay.
I think I'm uploading the image into the
Shouldn't ignore people. It's not
stream
nice.
so you
Yeah.
can pull it up.
Yeah. Yes, I can. Thank
No,
you.
Coded, you dumb boob. That's GS. God, get with it.
Generally spastic. That's me. And Ned, you got to do something about those space lasers. They're killing us.
GS, well, we're gonna call
I'm-
you FS. FS, could you moderate a debate with Coded or with Stan or interview him?
Moderate me. I have a
GS
short.
is a strong Christian man. He could totally moderate a debate. What are you talking about?
I forget. Come on up, Coded. Let me moderate you and Bandit.
Yes.
And the ladies will make a
Stan, do you have
sandwiches.
any further grievances?
GS is I think he's muted.
You
Oh,
think
he's not
Stan's muted?
I thought he
Damn
might
you,
have
you
been,
just
but-
you just said GS and made me type it.
Hey, where'd he go?
No, I want Stan to come back.
Come back, Stan. Can you?
Oh, we're
Stan,
just about to show the
Yeah,
proof.
someone is chewing
and
on their
then-
microphone.
I
don't know
let me
who
see.
it is.
I'm trying
It's
to figure
there.
out how to do this.
I used the present.
Okay,
thing to
GJM,
upload it.
yes, Guadalupe Guacamole put a phone number in the chat. I am not Guadalupe Guacamole. I'm sorry for the confusion. The fuck? Oh yeah, this is the email, Irish Demon Vids, which is the email on his fucking YouTube, telling Stan it was all him. He literally said that I was too in the Kaiser stuff to even fucking care, and I'm still being blamed for it. So that's fucking crazy. Cody, no one wants to go to
Stan,
your stream to fucking talk in front of 13 mush brains.
Would you like to retort? Yeah,
Here's the evidence that Irish Demon did it. His fucking own confession.
No, I'm here and I have another stream coded where people actually watch. So
Well, GJ,
post
the
the
problem
link
is
again
people
for you,
say shit like
Coded.
that, and then I get assigned the behavior. Stan just showed that I get assigned that behavior, even though I'm not doing it. It's not me.
he agreed that it happened.
Yeah, look at the bagels listing he's doxing all these numbers. 1-800-273-8255, 911. Just dox everyone, you silly bagel.
988.
Stop
Yeah,
and get
I
my
think-
shit off your Discord, shiz. I need the Sue Me whore clip so bad.
Welcome back, Stan. Here's the evidence that it was all Irish Demon.
Really? Really? It was all
'Cause he's
Irish
not a
Demon,
man.
huh? Hold on.
Yeah, it really fucking was,
Can I
Stan.
finish a fucking sentence, or are you going to be a pussy about it?
No, because you're just gonna lie and go back into your
Who's lying?
delusions. I'm sick
Who's
of being
gonna
blamed
lie?
for other people's behavior.
All right. Okay. So, where is it that Irish Demon played Lupe and put my information in a Facebook post in Jefferson
What do I have to
County
do with
in
Lupe?
Watertown?
What
Hold the
do I
fuck
have?
on.
I'm not Lupe, dude. No,
I
fuck
don't give
you.
a
I'm not
fuck.
Lupe. You've been stalking me
I don't
around
give
the
a
internet
fuck.
and
Don't
obsessing
give
about
a
my
fuck.
kids
Don't give a
and
fuck.
doxing my
Don't give a
family
fuck.
for
Don't give
almost a
fuck.
fucking
Don't give a
year.
fuck. Don't
Fuck
really give
you.
a
I'm not Irish
fuck.
Demon, you feeble
Don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
Stop it. You're just scared of men, Stan. You're just scared of
Your
men.
oh, I heard, that doesn't stand up in civil court. There's plenty of precedents for that.
Then bring it the fuck on, whore. Bring it on,
you,
whore.
Jeff.
Bring it on, whore. Bring it the fuck on, you fucking whore.
And I know how much information you should have behind you before you open your mouth. So trust that I opened my mouth when I had a plethora of information.
You keep threatening to sue people, you fucking whore. Then sue me, whore. 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 Then sue me, whore, or shut the fuck up. Get my personal identifying information off of your channel, shiz, or I'm gonna hold you accountable.
The Zooms really make it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bandit, there's
I'm
no
sorry.
team. I shouldn't be
Yeah.
assigned to anyone's behavior because we're self-governing autonomous people. Just because you don't like me doesn't mean I'm culpable for every bad thing that happens to you. Sometimes you're just a cunt and other people on the internet see you're a cunt and they fuck with you. Happens to me all the time. Wait, can we do like a side-by-side of GS and FS?
I'm kind of embarrassed. I must have been drunk that day. I don't remember calling out Soom me. Who's Soom me?
I am a cunt coded. I'm a fat cunt too. I've never hid that fact. I've been very open about it, so I don't know what you think you're gaining here. Just click the link, you
Yeah.
pussy.
D2.
Yeah, click the link and then get muted.
Is that Eminem's band minus a few? Minus one?
Hey, listen, I'll mute everyone until they flip the fuck out and just burn it all down. All right?
Yeah.
So calm the fuck down.
Sir, that's what the lasers are for. We don't
Freaking
flip
laser
out.
beams in
We
their
just
bra.
flip on.
No.
Like
I got this idea from Hill Pirate Studios. They do the airplanes talking. I didn't realize how uncomfortable this is. It's not easy being
That's a bitch with a line crosser, not
this green mask is pushing up on my nose, and it's just yeah.
You forgot the GIMP part of it, though.
The what?
The GIMP part of it.
It is giving very GIMP mask.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
The type of mask that Hefe's
Oh, I got the floating hands too.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
wait. Now they're Kaiser hands.
Oh, not the
Now
raccoon
they're paper
hands.
hands.
They're gonna be so. They're
No,
gonna be
that's
so
too
useful
big
in
for
jail.
All right.
We're getting close to swapping happy cats.
Cats
No,
swapping other cats.
How do they? I can't get
Where'd
the
you
eyes
go,
out.
Coded? Why
All
are you
right.
scared?
Well,
I can't
thank you,
believe Coded wouldn't
G2,
blink blink.
for humoring me. I put a lot of time and effort into this nonsense. I'm gonna.
Well, at first I was
Coded, if you're
like,
worried
I
about
forgot
Angel
to
Gamer's
check, and
weight, then
I
I
was like,
suggest
what
you
the
weigh
heck?
her with your face. Thank you.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I was direct. I was
I didn't
telling
know who it
Bobby
was.
that he should wait. Oh my God! Why did you do that?
Oh,
That was hilarious.
Shit. Oh my God.
It's so weird.
That was
I
weird.
am weird. That is a fact.
It was like Face Off. It was like a Scooby Doo when they lift up the mask.
I'm an alien operator. I can. Yeah. All right.
You can
You
spot
just peeled
another
Todd's face
operator.
off.
All right. You guys have fun. Thanks for
Bye,
having me up.
thanks. Cash at me, boo.
All right. Cash app, right?
Yeah, be good.
Coded, your weight's a health concern.
And by
you
the
fat
way,
bitch.
thank you, Finkel. Thank you.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was worth it to just watch you take the mask off because that was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
Stan, you still
Jeez.
got some noise going through your mic.
Sorry, it's my.
I can't do it. Oh, sorry. That's my bad, Stan.
That was low-key
Go ahead.
terrifying.
It's my neighbor. You want me to go out and mute him?
No.
No, it just sounds like you're fidgeting with something. I don't know.
I get bored.
All right. Well, do you have any other grievances, Stan?
Yeah, who's Anna Lynn? Don't tell me you don't fucking know. Who is it? And
I
why?
literally don't, Stan.
I'm done with that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I told him when he asked 3 times.
Oh, Finkel really did cash
Bobby.
at me. Thank you, thanks.
Hey, Coded, it doesn't matter how much I weigh. People like me.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, you can just sit on his face and then he'll know your exact weight.
Mm-hmm.
Lick the starfish, Bobby.
And until the struggle stops, you can ride the struggle bus. And Bobby
Is Stan
has no room
done
to talk
obsessing about
weight.
whoever?
And I kicked him. I couldn't deal with the screeching and him asking about who this person was.
Saying he's bored.
He never showed any proof. Chisco. Stan, you didn't provide any proof. There's no squad.
We
There's
brought
no
our receipts.
team. We showed the receipts. It was
Dude, the receipts are in his
Demon.
own behavior. How many times did I ask what I did and he kept assigning other people's behavior to me? That's not showing me what I did. You've been stalking me for
You
8 months because other
acknowledged
people
that-
don't like you.
You acknowledged that Lupe was the one who did one thing, and you kept assigning it to Shiz. So no, come on, dude.
Yeah, he, like Jeff said there, he was wishing that your puppy is gonna die. What kind of fucked up mind do you have to wish somebody's puppy is gonna die?
Wait. Oh, now see, this is what it's about. Him coming in here.
What's a
distracting.
wolf?
Nobody is stalking Coded's wife
Coded.
and son. I'm certainly not. Me calling him an absentee father has nothing to do with his wife or kid. I don't care about them. Lupe posting pictures of them and other people posting pictures of them, nothing to do with me. I've actually yelled at her to remove them when she does it.
Yep.
So how the fuck is that my fault?
Did I not? Whoever phone number that was.
Yeah, I was taking it. I literally deleted it from the chat.
As
Stan.
soon as it was
I'm
going
protecting
up,
you.
I first saw the first 3. I made sure to say not to do it.
See, I'm protecting you, Stan. I don't want anybody getting doxxed.
I'm not for dude. I put out
So-
Bobby's shit and fucking redacted his name.
Yeah.
Show me who I
mean-
fucking doxed. Get out of here.
Oh, you're gonna cry about emails, Bandit? Come on.
Oh, GS. I don't
From
know. I don't
2
even remember
years
you
ago?
emailing me. You're inconsequential. I'm so sorry that this is the first time you're realizing that. No one's afraid
Who's
you're stream
Bandit?
coded. You stream to a bunch of geriatric mush brains. No one is afraid of going on your stream. Stop it. You just want to have control.
been
That's
on
why you
your
won't go
stream.
anywhere else.
No.
He
Yeah.
can't mute you,
You were
so he can't
invited
come up
here
here.
way before you stream.
Yeah, and you
Had the
never
idea.
put the link for your stream either.
Well, no,
And
I mean, what we've seen in his
been
social
up
interactions
here.
thus far on the internet is he needs to maintain control. And on your channel, he can't mute you when you say something that's inconvenient to his thought process.
I'm tired of that whiny ass.
yeah.
Oh.
I want to know what he meant when he said that Wally texted him his problems with me. I would like clarification on that because what you should never do is lie on Wally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's probably a bad idea. We came from the same community and I wouldn't lie on Wally.
And text messages are 2 ways, so Wally has all those copies and receipts, so.
Yeah, no, I sent it to
Why
Wally. He was like, I'll show you all of them. I never said anything like that.
Aw, coded.
Poor Stan's
Shouldn't
Delulu.
have been so evil about God's
Everything?
chosen people. Coded.
It's not even that. He's been vile all over the internet. He doesn't understand why people don't like him. It's because you're a terrible person.
Yeah,
like for someone who's so Bible thumpy, like you're not going to heaven, dude. God does not like you. Look how you fucking act.
but it's okay. It's okay. I know you're scared of me. You've proven it.
I mean, I'm always all for just
here.
letting Stan get his mania out. So hopefully he gets a good night's rest so he can be back at his mania in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Bandit, I love that you
Why would
assigned
she
such
have
power
to-
to Wally that saying that Wally's going to look into someone is a threat. Like you're just showing how powerful Wally is. And for that, I'm thankful.
Scared.
Oh, Caruso, Stan brought you up randomly. Caruso, why don't you believe in fish in New York or whatever Stan was mad about?
Yeah. What's up with that? He'll never get help. He's gonna be a sad, lonely man forever.
Something about Atlantic
Caruso.
salmon.
Yeah, he claims that you said there wasn't salmon in New York or something. I don't know. It was very stupid and what a weird thing to cling to, but Stan clung to it
Yeah.
like a door on the Atlantic after the Titanic went down.
He's just desperately making up shit and hoping it sticks.
So Coded does too. They're actually perfect for each other. I think Coded like acknowledges that Stan's crazy, but doesn't realize how similar he is to Stan. It's so weird. Oh yeah, he said.
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Oh, Costello, Dearmid. Oh, Dearmid. Wrong one. Sorry, guys. That's how
In
important
the
this shit is.
Adirondacks, Atlantic salmon are found in Lake Champlain. and
Adirondacks.
tributaries. Yes, I'm sorry. I know it. I knew I said it wrong right when I said it. But
Oh my god, if you ever want to
there
hear
was no
something
going
funny,
back.
ask the Frog UK to say the word Massachusetts. Just ask him. It's amazing.
Oh, really?
He literally cannot say it. Apparently that's hard for like European people, British people.
Who dat?
Oh, Penny. Could we post the link again?
Yeah.
Who dat is?
I don't
Just to make
have
it
the
crystal
ability to
clear that
pin
they
the
were
link,
scared.
but I'll
Oh.
post it again.
Here we go.
No, it doesn't line up right.
Stuff happens. Finkel, can I formally invite you to Mayoween?
To what?
Mayo
It's
weed.
Halloween, but in May.
Mayoween. Yeah, we do Halloween in May on my channel, and you come dressed as your favorite YouTuber, and the comments have to guess which YouTuber you're being.
Oh, I need a Kaiser background. Okay. When is Mayoween?
The 31st. All right, Penny.
Hey. Oh, okay. May 31st. All right. I will prepare a. I'll prepare.
It's a Saturday.
Oh, it's a Saturday. Okay. All right. And hater doesn't like me as shiz. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave again.
Your face holes don't line up with my face holes.
Okay, bye.
He's somehow paler than I am. That's crazy. It's because I use like the orangey tinted light.
Oh,
What's
man.
it called? Warm lighting. Warm lighting. I'm so good at this. Oh, come on.
Penny sure sounds healthy.
Yeah, no doubt.
She is,
She
and she
shouldn't be
really
getting that heart
hates
rate.
small animals.
Yeah.
Oh, her heart's been fine. She had to do appointments like every
I'm
couple
just-
weeks for a bit, and then it was gone. Come on, baby.
Just stand in that horrible, horrible statement.
You've got a dog with a dying heart.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
weird.
Everybody's is.
Yeah, once
once
you're
you
born, you
start.
start dying. So jot that down.
Yeah. Amazing how that works. Where is he? Alrighty. Well, I guess we will see everybody over at the Pirates
Oh,
ship.
geez, he came in out of character. Damn it.
Well, someone in the chat asked how I'm doing this. I have a green screen. I'm echoing.
Watch the Green Man episode
No,
on
you have to
everybody.
fully
It's always funny.
commit. Get green face paint so that the face holes don't show your eyes and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. But the
That's
thing
how you
with
do
the
it.
eye hose is just a hood that goes over the whole head, and I cut out the things. I got the idea from something that Hill Pirate Studios keep showing, where these airplanes and countries keep.
Yeah, it's habitual line crosser, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only they're a little bit better at it than I am. And now my hair's
James
almost.
already took
What's that?
one on the front porch. Nice breeze blowing. It was a very nice nap.
All right, now my hair's all messed up. I'm embarrassed. Good night.
No, you're not still timed out, Stan. But we are going to.
No, I think he did get.
Can I just say, can I say something real quick? Carte Blanche is over encoded saying that everything is my fault because I make people go after people. I've made people go after her, apparently. That's not happening. You're all fucking delusional. Thank you. Hi, Wally. Stan, come back up and talk to Wally
Yeah,
about his
that's
text messages with you.
That's why he wants me to go over there. There's going to be a fight. There was a firefight.
Hey,
There's the link for habitual line crosser if anybody wants to check
What's up,
out
Wally?
the green
Hey.
screen stuff.
I was at baseball, guys. How'd it go?
I want Stan to come talk to you because
Good,
he's making claims about your conversations with him.
Well, that's fine. I told him not to post anything, and he did. So I haven't talked to him since. The little screenshot he
I
shared.
just want to see if he'll say it to you. I don't think he will. But Stan, you have the link. Come on up.
Is this live? Were we
Moving
live
on
somewhere?
up.
Yeah,
Ned's
it is
channel.
live.
Jesus.
See, we were
Well,
covering.
we had
how-
a pretty good conversation. I mean, over the past few weeks, I've been busy, so I haven't brought it back up because I got other shit to do. Quite frankly,
Dude, exactly. I don't give a fuck about Stan. He just gives a lot of fucks about me, I guess. Come up, Stan, and refute this. Let's go. Fuck.
He needs the link again. Let me hang on.
Okay. I'll put it in again.
You got it.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Let's see.
Maybe Scotto or somebody can pin it.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, here we go. It's all Wally's fault now.
Oh, I haven't seen him around in a while. That's cool.
There is no Team Shiz, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I hate the
There
team
you go.
shit. It's fucking feeble. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, here we go.
He's muted. Is it him
Are
being
we?
muted or?
I'm gonna stay muted because
No?
he just like to talk over me. So fuck it.
I'm muted too. I want you to
Aw,
talk to Wally because you made claims.
you and Wally talk.
What's going on?
And
I just got home. I haven't watched a single bit of this Minute Baseball, so I'm unaware of anything that happened before 3 minutes ago. So, you know.
Then why is she wanting me to come back up here?
because you made some claims about Wally.
No. I said Wally had texted me and I told Shiz to get back with Wally.
Angel
Not
Gamer, I sent
really
you the
anything
screenshot.
Special. Go ahead and screenshot it. In what?
It wasn't.
I did not.
Dude, you literally
initiate
don't even
contact.
remember what you just said 20 minutes ago, and that's fucking alarming.
In the chat, you said, speaking of Wally, can you get a hold of him or have him stop texting me your issues, Shiz? Thanks.
There you go.
That's making
Okay,
a claim.
discuss.
To be fair, I've been trying to just mediate, right? I mean, I haven't. Or Stan, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think that when I've been texting you, I've kind of, I don't know. How do you think it went? Pretty neutral. I
Neutral.
hope that's
I'll agree with that. Neutral.
all right.
You made it seem,
just
though,
trying
that
to-
Wally was talking shit about Shiz to you.
I talk
Yeah.
shit about
No.
everybody on that series of texts because I think everybody's acting like children, right? Like, and I think I said something like that, didn't I, Stan? Like,
Yeah.
fucking immature children doing shit on the internet. It doesn't improve anybody's life. It doesn't improve anybody's business. It doesn't improve anybody's relationship. It's all bullshit.
I'll
From
tell
all
you this,
parties.
Wally. I've never sent anyone to anyone's home. I can tell you that for a fucking fact.
Neither did I.
Oh.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Bring up the email again. I'm not Irish Demon.
Hey,
I will
G2,
permaban
fix
you,
your score.
Stan, if you lie.
G2,
No, you bring it up. It is on you.
check
You made the
Discord. I
claim.
tagged you.
No, you made the claim. Bring it.
I
Okay.
just told you where to get it, dude.
Don't talk to me that way. I don't know who you think you are, but
Right, like
I
he
am the
doesn't
wrong
work
guy.
for you. You're the one making the claim. Like either you fucking bring it up or you shut the fuck up, Stan.
All right then.
And I'm doing something. Thank you.
Okay, air your grievances. Again, it's Festivus.
For the rest of us.
Just like Angel Gamer over there making claims I'm out here trying to get my dick wet.
What?
You got
I
proof of
haven't
that?
seen that either.
Wally
I
has
haven't
that
seen
proof because I
any of
sent
that.
him that screenshot.
Because
Yeah, we're just
I'm
going
actually a
around in a
busy
manic
person.
circle.
I think Coded's in the back.
No, that's not coded. That's I don't know who that is. You're gonna have to cam up. I don't know who you are.
Wally Bandit said you're a coward, and I know that's going to deeply upset you. So any more grievances that aren't associated with Irish Demon, Lupe, or people that aren't Shannon Mary LaBar? No?
Okay, I see where Lupe said something that is not shiz.
Yeah, hold on. Let me clarify. According to that email, it was all Demon. So is Demon Guadalupe?
Dude,
No.
I'm
Answer
looking
the
at
fucking
what
question.
you tagged me in. So
Answer the question.
Like, who are you telling to
Well,
answer
you're
the
telling
question?
again.
Like, your proof
Again.
is bullshit, Stan. Like,
What?
he's
I'm
looking
just
at your
proving you
proof.
wrong.
Like, you don't understand how disconnected from reality you are, Stan. You're obsessed over this bullshit, and all you're doing is
Coded
feeding
you.
the trolls. You're
Jeff,
making yourself look worse, and all
I
you're
don't give a
doing is
shit how I
giving them
look.
what they want, Stan.
Jeff, you didn't
And
have
it's
Okay.
anybody
going
send
to
you home, did
continue.
you?
What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
No, like, like, I legit didn't fucking hear you because you didn't wait for someone to stop speaking before you, like, tried to talk over your crackly fucking shitty mic. Oh, it's fine. You stopped that time.
Well, I mean, we know what he's doing. It's okay.
Right.
It's a two-party state. I don't delete, though. So you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
So what did you say about Jeff? I mean, you keep making claims about people. So what did you say?
It's not a claim. What I'm saying is, did you have anybody sent to your home in the middle of the night?
Yeah, like, but I don't bring that shit to the internet, you fucking retard. Like, why would I do that shit and give the people what they want? Like, are you slow?
Or take it up with Irish
you're
Demon
just
because he's the one who
pretending to
did
be
it.
slow?
Hey,
Like-
Shiv, I can't really go to the police and be like, hey, there's this YouTuber named Irish Demon. I know this woman.
Nope,
just
you can
got
go back in
you
this stream
can.
because I gave you his fucking name in this stream, sir. I had nothing to do with it. You're taking your rage about his actions out on me, my children, and my family for months. I had nothing to do with it. I flipped out on him when it happened, screamed at him till he cried in front of a ton of people in my
The
Discord.
same.
I had nothing to do with it. It was wrong.
Huh? What are you saying,
Bandit,
Bandit?
that's not how things work in your
Wally leaks
personal
government
time.
info now.
You fucking globe. Like, you're as bad as Stan is. But way to go, Chief.
The USA
Jesus.
government. Way to go, hillbilly Canadian.
Fuck, dude.
No offense to the other Canadians here, but it's Bandit. So this text right after the Lupe text, Stan, who is it from? Because it doesn't give a name. You're just saying hello. Somebody says hello. I just wanted to let you know if
That
you
is
keep,
shiz.
so that's
She knows
you.
it.
Also,
If
now
you
it's
keep
just
lying
like,
Okay,
on
sir,
your
and
line
was
of
that
daughter,
text message? Wait, was that text message not a few hours after you were in Coded's comments talking about my daughter and after you had doxed my parents and threatened to dox my brother? Was that
I didn't
before or
threaten to
after?
dox anybody.
Dude, oh my God.
I mean,
You
you
didn't
did
post my parents'
actually
tweet
dox
and
people.
make veiled threats about doxing my brother. You did actually dox people. You
Hey,
doxed Summer for no
and
fucking reason besides the fact that she was done watching you lie.
Shiz, just the other day you stated, if it's public, it's not private. Take it up with Google. You just said that just the other day. Just the other day.
Stan.
When Lupe doxed somebody else, just the other day. You said that. Take it up with Google.
legal doxing.
Okay,
What's
either way,
illegal
even if
doxing?
something is on a private, even if something's on a private mom's group, dude, why are you bringing kids into shit like that?
It's not, I didn't get it off a private group.
I fucking go against Lupe I told people to leave you alone. I literally said, this guy's not mentally well, just leave him alone. And they did. Demon fucked with you that had nothing to do with any of us. And you've spent damn near a year now fucking just lashing out at everyone. If you're upset with what Demon did, take it up with Demon. This is fucking insanity. Stop bringing kids into it.
Says the woman that talks about other people's children. You talk
Show me
I'm
where.
sending
Okay,
you.
All the time.
I'm sending you his alleged proofs.
I do not talk about Coded's kid. Calling him an absent parent is not talking about his child. It's talking about his behavior. That's not talking about the
And
kid.
I've never actually talked about your child. I have referenced your comments that you posted.
Oh, fuck you, Stan.
that's
I posted in a private mom's
you're
group stop
playing
fucking
semantics
6 years
there.
ago.
Still
8 years ago.
Gymnastics.
8 years ago, for fuck's sake, Stan.
What? You don't like the same
Seriously.
standards?
Demon did something to him, so now I must pay.
Every proof that you've provided, except for financial records, is
This proof of like him, like Shiz doing all these evil things. Get ready, because it's gonna blow your fucking mind, y'all. It's gonna blow your fucking mind.
Never said it was
My
going to.
God. This is fucking just revolutionary. Oh shit, son. Oh
There,
fuck, Guadalupe guacamole. No way.
well, cover that.
Shit.
Scroll back up to cover that one up.
I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, I'm operating on one screen, so.
And I have told Lupe not to
Yeah,
do these things. When she
You
posts
are
Coded's
full of
kid,
shit.
I implore her to take it down. Like, I'm not.
They've been
It's
up
up,
there.
ma'am.
No,
She
I'm
put
not,
that up
Stan.
there right underneath what you posted, Shiz. So don't give me that. Don't give me that.
What are you talking about? Oh
Did-
my God. I share Discord servers with Lupe. It must be a conspiracy. You're actually a psycho, Stan.
There's helpful numbers at the bottom of the
Holy
screen
fuck.
for you.
I do. Yeah, I do post.
Yeah,
numbers
988
for
too.
anybody who needs it.
Shiz, you
Oh,
should
I
probably
didn't.
call that number then. Be good for you. Get off the internet a little while. Stop doxing.
No, you're not,
people.
but what am I? No, you're not, but
Yeah.
what am I? Like, holy fuck, dude. Like,
And that's what this whole thing is, Jeff. Tit for tat.
right. That's what your entire thing is. Like,
You're
that's all
absolutely
it's
right.
been. And you wished ill upon a puppy for no other reason other than the fact that you're completely mentally stable, emotionally adjusted, and not bothered by any of
done
this.
to me, it's perfectly fucking all right, Jeff. But if I say the same
Wait,
exact
no, wait,
shit,
wait.
I
Hold on.
never
Someone
said that
wished
to you
ill
about
upon a
yourself or
puppy
your
to you?
dog.
Like, what?
I've never said anything like that.
What?
Did you bring
knowing
proof
damn
of
well I got
that?
a fucking new dog
thing?
here.
Okay, so
So,
you have a dog.
I
can
never
wish-
said anything like
So
that,
since
sir. I
you
don't
have
give a
a
fuck about you or your
dog-
dog.
So it's amazing how I'm the psycho after being
Yes.
poked for
Ours-
fucking months. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
If you can't handle
By
it,
Irish Demon
Like,
and Lupe. I'm not them.
Quit
Months
assigning behavior to other people that
to a
and
group
like stop
of
doing that shit
people.
with your fucking mic or I'm gonna boot you, dude. Like it's so fucking infuriating. Like it's hard enough to hear like 17 different people, but like the whole time it's just in the background. Like either hold your mic still, get a mic, or get fucked. Like
Whatever you're fidgeting with in your hands, just put it down for 10 minutes.
and if you have plug-in fucking headphones that have the mic on the cord, stop letting it rub against your shirt. Like, bye, dude. Like, I'm fucking done. Get fucked, dude. Seriously, ban.
all right.
Man.
Now, Coded, what did you have to say?
You said that your beef with me was something I said about the Jewish people. So I'll
Yeah,
invite
and
you. I'll invite you to come over to my stream and bring your evidence. And you and I, without the gang chorus in the background chiming in, and interrupting
no, we're
things,
here.
we'll
We're here.
let's discuss with your evidence present, because I've never said anything that was untrue about the Jewish faith.
You lie. Yeah.
Well, what evidence do you have, Greg?
Your whole stream with Todd.
What
and
whole
myself
stream
on
with
it, the very
what
first
whole
one.
stream with Todd? Well,
When you and him got into it about religion.
So cut clips and bring your evidence, and we'll discuss it on my stream with your evidence present. Because all you're doing is saying that I
told
said
you
things that I never said. You can't prove it. That's why you won't.
You lie.
You can't prove what you're saying. That's why you won't accept a simple invite to have a civil conversation.
It's hard to prove anything in the Bible is 100% true.
It's not hard to prove what I said.
I can prove what he said.
What did I say?
Can, and he knows it.
What did
but I'm
I
not
say?
coming to your channel ever again, and you know that.
Why?
Because
why are you afraid?
Because you're a piece of shit.
See, you got the background chiming in. You got some big fat pig that's got to talk shit.
Shut up.
In the fucking background.
Oh, she can't say shit to you, but you can say shit like that to her. Get fucked, pussy.
There you go. There's the other skirt you fucking hide behind. Just me and you, Greg. That's why I'm inviting you to come to my stream where people will actually see it. Because if you take a look at my lives versus your lives, way more people view me than you. So your critique, who cares? That's what you say, Shiz. You can't prove that. So your thing is nobody will see it if it's on my stream.
Yeah,
no one watches you, Greg.
Hurt.
And please dress appropriately.
I can dress however I want to.
I think
dress like a valet.
But do you want me to wear a bow tie? Is that required?
Wear whatever you want. That's appropriate. Don't come looking like you just rolled out of bed with some alien conspiracy thing going on. Hallucinations.
Dude, isn't it crazy that even just out of bed he gets more viewers? That's why
he doesn't get more viewers than me, Shiz. Look at the fucking numbers, you dumb fat fuck.
Maybe you should watch my show sometimes, because it's not an alien conspiracy. It's a conspiracy that the government conducted.
Okay, the bad government. Paranoia. You're paranoid.
I like that we're both dumb fat fucks.
Greg, you're paranoid. Greg, I never said anything negative. Greg, I never said a negative word about you until I started seeing screenshots of you in Shiz's Discord.
It wasn't in mine.
About
Discord.
He just proved that it's personal slice and revenge.
No, it's not. No, I didn't, Shiz. So shut the fuck up. Why do you always have to chime in? Greg is
an adult. You did. You literally said I didn't say anything until I got screenshots of you talking shit.
No, Greg is an adult.
No, it was personal stuff.
I'm allowed to make fun of you,
Why
Bobby.
does all this shit talking go on your Discord, Shiz?
And when he...
Because there's a lot of people in it.
Coded cried about it, Josh
I
had to
never
reprimand
cried,
me
bro.
because
I never
you
cried. I
did.
called
You told
Josh
me you
because
cried
I talked to
because you're a
Josh because
crybaby, because
I
you're
talked to
weak,
Josh because
because you're
you were
weak.
part of his channel and I didn't want to make
Part of his
any
channel?
negative energy with
Yeah.
Josh. And Josh said, Greg's a big boy. Have at it. No one cried to Josh. You misrepresent everything, Greg.
Yeah.
So
No, I didn't. I don't
clear up your
misrepresent it.
misrepresentations about what I said about the Jews that wasn't true.
All right, I'll
Bring
clear
your
up
evidence.
your
Come on over to my
misrepresentations to your
stream
mom too.
unless you can't fucking do it. If you can't do it, fine.
I'm not coming to
don't
your
come.
stream. I'll
Of
publish
course,
it.
because you're afraid you won't have shiz. You won't have
No,
the
I'll
fat
publish
girls to
the
hide behind.
truth.
Because
It's
you won't have
because
the
publish
fat girls to
I
hide behind.
always do.
Because you
I
won't have two
I don't want
300-pounders
anybody to stand
to talk on
You
your behalf.
Will you want me to come make you park my car and then I'll finish this?
Yeah, that's great, Greg. When you get a job, I'll make fun of your job.
I got a job. I got a very good job. Thank you.
You don't, Greg. You don't. You're full of shit.
Oh, really?
Show
Okay.
proof. Show proof.
I don't need
Show
to.
proof, Greg. Show proof.
Show proof
You don't
own
need to
20%
show
of-
proof because everything you say is just asserted bullshit with nothing to fucking back it up, which is why you won't come to my stream and discuss
think-
one-on-one with me what I said that was untrue about the Jews.
There's absolute proof on my channel in shorts and pictures and everything else of my job.
Then bring it
Thank
with you,
very
Greg,
much.
and we'll
And my
discuss
retirement. I
it
don't need
because
to.
you
don't watch it.
and the group of
Give me the
people you
view.
hang with are known for taking things out of context, cutting clips short so that the true meaning of the statement isn't conveyed. You do it a lot, Greg. You do it a lot. And
No, I
why
don't.
you're
I never
incessantly
do.
harping on Todd, a person who is
My
woefully ignorant
cry.
of the Christian faith and very immature in it
Cry.
because you're a
Or-
punch
because
down
he is
guy.
a
You're a
because he's
punch
just
down
like
guy,
you.
Greg.
He's
Greg, you're a punch
No.
down guy, and that's why
Yeah,
you're
that-
afraid to come to my stream
That's
where you
exactly
won't
it.
have
I'm
fat
a punch
chicks
that-
to fucking hide behind.
because you're even further punched down than Todd.
No, actually, Greg, I'm not.
Yes,
if I
you
was a
are.
further
You
punch
are.
down than Todd, you'd show up because
You
all
are.
you do
Nah.
is fucking punch down.
Do I don't go on his show. So no. I went on your
All
show.
you do is 90% of your coverage is
I went on your show.
Todd. You have a
No,
hate
it's not.
boner for Todd. Todd's
90% of
intellectually
my
inferior to you, so
You need-
he's an easy target for you. You won't come talk to me one-on-one on my stream and bring
You need to
evidence
go
of your
count.
accusations because you don't have any and you're a chicken
Robert,
shit
Robert,
fucking
Robert, you need to go
coward,
count
Greg.
because none of what you said is true. You need to go count.
Greg, you're a
very
chicken
seldom
shit
do,
coward. That's why you won't show up at my stream and talk to me one-on-one. That's why you
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
scared.
goad me up
I'm
onto your
scared. I'm
stream
so
and have
scared.
fatties
Goad
sling
you?
insults for
Goad
you.
Nobody's saying anything except me and you. I know you're a fatty. You are. You pear-shaped.
I'm not talking about Hill Pirates Studio, Meth. I'm talking about G2's streams. The majority of them, the longest streams, length of time, is all about cracking on Todd, an individual
I
who's
barely
intellectually
cover Todd.
inferior to Greg and weak and immature in the Christian faith. And I don't say that to put Todd down. I say it because it's the fucking truth.
No, Bandit does not know what the ethics of our career was because Bandit would know nothing about what we did, Wally.
You talk about Bandit instead of talking to me, Greg. And Greg, you look scared.
I can do.
right
I
now.
can multi.
You
I
look
can.
scared.
I do.
Greg. Try to shift the goalpost.
You're
Try
so
to
funny.
change the topic. Your nervous laughter.
I can do more than one
betrays
thing
fear.
at a
Your
time.
nervous laughter
Coded.
betrays fear. So come on my stream and
Okay.
talk to me one-on-one. bring your evidence unless you're afraid. Unless you're afraid, Greg, because you seem afraid.
Oh,
Maybe your background people can coach you before you come, but when you present on your own.
Coach me.
Let's see what you got,
I don't
Greg.
need coaching.
Let's see what you got,
I
Greg.
don't.
You need people behind you, or you
well.
won't come talk to me one-on-one. You're a chicken shit.
Hey,
fucking
if I
pussy.
find out you opened your mom's mail,
You're a chicken. Talk about my mother now,
I will
Greg.
report
You
it.
fucking
No, I'm not.
douchebag. You're a chicken shit fucking coward. Nervous laugh.
Haven't you been talking about my friends?
You're afraid,
No,
Greg. You're afraid. Hey,
I'm
what?
not afraid
So
of
what? I
anything,
said
Cody.
Angel Gamer's a 300 fucking pounder. It's not untrue, Greg. Like the shit you say about me, which is untrue.
Which is not untrue.
You call me an absentee dad. I'm not an absentee dad.
You
You're
are.
divorced three
You are.
fucking times. You can't even make a relationship work.
Absolutely.
And you don't see your fucking kids. You don't see your kids. You do not see your kids. According to your two ex-wives, you do not see your fucking kids. And your first wife laughed at the idea that you were her best friend.
She did. You
laughed
talked to her?
at it, Greg. Laughed at it.
Oh, you talked to my ex-wife.
Laughed at it, Greg. She laughed at it. You're a deadbeat fuck. You don't even pay your child support.
Shiz wants to come back.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry, Shiz. Last time I tried to bring you back up, you went away again.
Phones keep disconnecting and messing up my audio. Sorry.
You're just trying to goad
Greg,
me
I'm gonna go now because you're a chicken shit little fuck. You bring your evidence that proves your claims. I'm not scared. I've been here, Greg.
Hey,
now you're drifting
watch
off into
out.
talking about my mother.
You're lying
so
about.
I'm gonna head out now. So when
you're lying about my
bring your
kids and my
evidence, when you
friends.
get your evidence together, Greg, just DM me and I'll set up a date.
Bye.
Any Wednesday or Thursday that's
God
convenient
doesn't like
for
you, Bobby. God doesn't like you. You're not going to heaven. Sorry to break it to you.
I'm not giving him the
Yeah, he tried to say
satisfaction
he
of
talks to my
quitting.
neighbors, gets pictures of me and stuff. Like he just randomly makes shit up. Like, oh, I talked to your ex-wife. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah. Oh, my ex-wife would love to talk to him. She would probably even better like to see him. So, and I don't
Wow,
have kids
between
with my
Stan and
two exes.
must be a right. This is full moon behavior. Crazies.
You're cutting in and out. We can hear every other word you say.
Now we can't hear anything you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold
And
on.
yes, Jeff, those were both claims. Cotton. How you doing, Wally?
You're muted, Wally.
Not so bad.
No,
man.
he was frozen. Good.
Okay, sorry. I was saying between Stan and coded psychosis, clearly there's a full moon coming or something, right? The planets are aligning weird. Something.
Mercury's in retrograde.
They're menstruating.
Hey, Bandit, come on up, or I'm gonna time you out.
How was I saying I was great?
Tell
I was
us-
talking about how
tell
my
me a-
headphones were disconnecting.
What's with the equal sign, Bandit?
Yeah, now you're doing good. Sounding good. Bandit, come up and tell me and Wally the ethics of what we did for a living. Yeah, I would like to be educated.
Very much like to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about my NDAs.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I mean, he clearly doesn't have an understanding of like the entire community. So
No. Funny. All right. I've tried to pop off.
Damn, you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my Discord voice and discuss.
Yeah, there's a few things
Okay.
we all need to talk about, I think.
Oh yes,
Yeah, and-
yes. Well, Berto, we do need to touch base.
I agree. Except for dogs. Dogs can be a community.
I missed the
They're
part where he
pack.
wished death on a puppy.
Oh, did
Was it
you?
Penny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
He
talking
said
about
Penny
Stan's
had a
fucking piece of
dying
shit.
heart.
dying heart, and he hoped it would be soon or something. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yikes! That's not
Only
alarming behavior at
psychopaths
fucking
wish
all,
harm
huh?
on puppies.
That's
All right.
yeah, that's
You-
pretty fucking psycho.
You can come up here and
Stan.
tell us about our communities, or you cannot be heard. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, y'all. I will see everybody at Hill Pirate. Hefe, you got a time?
We need to talk for a little bit before we do that, I think. But
Boss. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's got a time.
Wally, we'll pop in our special room for a minute.
You got it. All right. Hey, G2. We'll
All
talk.
right, bye, guys.
Yes.
We'll talk
Thanks,
this
G2,
week. All right.
for hosting the shit show.
All right. Yeah. Whatever you need, man.
You got it. Later, brother. Peace.
See ya.
all right, you guys can come join us in the special room too, I think. Bye.
9:05-ish. So we got a few minutes to.
Okay.
All right, you guys. I appreciate y'all sticking it out with us for 3 hours and a half. So oh, Hefe's still here. So y'all be good. And we'll see y'all over there.